coming off of a lot. There's a lot of different things. We heard everything from trade in China. We are going to get data here after the bell, which is pretty much the main thing we're looking out for. You heard a lot about taxes. We even heard some stuff overseas, and a lot of companies too, they came out with some details. We heard a lot about energy. You're watching Tesla, even NVIDIA, and even Baba right now. So it's going to be an interesting one. We don't know if this week, again, as I was talking about broadly speaking, we just got to see if we get out of this box or not that we have been in over the last couple of weeks. So we'll see where that all leads. Their only data is going to be the jobs report and then a couple of Fed speakers and then whatever carries us from last week. And remember, Staples, Mag 7, all of that, we got to be on the lookout for it. So Chattadonia, we got 1 minute, baby. I'm going to be watching a couple of plays. If you have any, now is the time to post your plays. If you post them afterwards, trying to influence, I'm going to probably have to ban you, but I still love you. But other than that, I'm going to be watching Constellation, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Ulta. Keep an eye on Silver, Oscar Health. They got to upgrade. We saw that one moving yesterday. And then Meta, and then T-Raw, small cap biotech. It just showed up on one of my volume signals. I don't have a play on it, but I'm going to be watching that. And then APLD. We watched that one yesterday. Another small cap piece of shit, but when they do an offering and then the stock still eats it up and trades higher, that is usually good. So we'll see where that takes us. But Chad, now is the moment. You got about 40 seconds. Let me send those all out. And I think we're going to be good, baby. I think we are going to be good. So let me see. Oh, yeah, you guys got some. OC December. You could say you're trading now. You have 30 seconds. This is the time. This is the time to post the play. This is the time to talk about it. Oh, yeah, baby. So good morning. Oh, you even get a little
service that have been an issue. I've got to tell you,
man.
maybe they put behind them
I'm gonna try. Let me go run again.
This notion of the lab diamonds that had really dogged them. And I think this man is going to exercise tremendous prudence in what he tries to do. And he's going to pull it off.
3,
I say
2,
that because
1.
there's easy money to be made if you sell these lab diamonds. But then what happens is people say,
fight. All right, Chattadonia. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Let's get a long time. Hey. Long term. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, damn. That's crazy. September is very, very close, you guys. I know, it feels weird. I'm not used to it. Oh. All right, man. Well, Constellation, I'm mad. Remember we had those plays last week? I was already looking at some other plays. Again, Tesla started moving, and then so did NVIDIA. NVIDIA contracts are still white, but if they start going crazy, we might get lucky there. NVOs came back down. Watch out for that one. None of those cantaloupes moved. And then Boeing. Boeing is actually at the breakout level, and it's doing good. Even Magen, anything related to the computers, commodities, they're doing good. Yeah, UNH got clapped. Again, yesterday, I don't know. I don't think people took it well with the lack of clarity or color. Again, Constellation, that one's huge. Yeah, Dollar General had a good earnings. Core Weave, that one's running up there. Pizza just has a wide spread. We'll see if that one holds. But, yeah, watch Dollar Tree and Dollar General. Again, those will be key once you get the, what's it called? Oh, can I make this bigger? Nice. Well, it'll be bigger when you need it. BTC, Hood is up too. Honestly, there's only one play for today. I already know it. I'm just trying to find the right one. Let's get it poppin' in here. Oh, but that's for... No, we need more time. We need more time. DG main chain close. Hims had a deal as well. There's UNH. Again, I really like Constellation. Watch Meta, but SPY's going negative. Russell is the only thing in the green right now. So watch out for that. You'll hear my play soon. I'm going to even tell you. Actually, I want to tell you guys the play, but every time I tell you, it's going to fucking get clapped. But I have a good one. I have a really good one. And it's working out great. Again, the issue is just going to be time. I think we got to go August minimum. Oh, yeah. That's the money. Walmart on the high. You want a hint? It's on the watch list. Easy. Easy, dog. Easy. Okay, I'm just going through change right now. That's why I'm hella quiet. Nothing else. Again, have we moved more? Not really. Again, I think we just got to determine equal weight and everything else. You guys remember yesterday? Because look at the scoreboard right now. You're everything. NASDAQ barely green. Russell barely green. Dow and SPY barely red. Yeah, and then again, you had a lot of pre-market moves. There's a lot of information like individual stock-based. Wait, what? That makes no sense. Oh, no. Okay. Oklo breakout. Again, nuclear because of a constellation. Remember, we were looking at SMR popping now, too. And then NNE, Dollar General, I feel like the change is open because I just saw it print on the high ticker. Yeah, Dollar General chain is now open. Again, they're up 13%. Some people are snaking some good plays on there, but so far they have jacked everything on that one. Yeah, there's actually very limited contracts there, believe it or not. Oh, come on. That one didn't work. Oh, no, that's the wrong company. Okay. These ones are just cheap. I don't like these ones as much. That's not the main one I want. Yeah, watch out, too, again. Spies dancing around, all of those nuclear plays. They had a lot of a hangover coming into it all. So watch out for that. I haven't seen the other small caps either, too. I feel like we haven't had as many this morning. MDT, you had stuff on medical devices yesterday, if you recall. Let me see. We do have data. We have data in about, 30 minutes? JOLTS. So, again, job openings. It could be big. It's not going to be the set-all, be-all. Everybody is kind of hyping up Friday with the non-farms, but I think it'll still be an important set of data. All right. So, yeah. If you guys were there yesterday on the watch list, it's the commodity play. That's it's the best I could give you right there. I think that's very easy now. So I don't think it's going to happen yet, but I'm taking a small position now. With time, I want closer to the money. And then, yeah, we're going to wait. But just remember what happened yesterday. That was the first time that price moved like that in a very, very long time. It's just a matter of people going crazy. That's it. We're just playing momentum on it. Nothing else. That's it. It's just the crazies going nuts. and riding, again, a 10, 15-year breakout. United Health too big to fail? No, well, they're a major company, so like they're massive. That's what I was trying to show you guys the other day with UNH. Like for real, nobody, even in America, nobody really employs that many people like that. Again, they have great income to make hundreds of millions of dollars at their margin, and everything about it is just absolutely insane. But, people are worried about this. It's literally the cheapest play in healthcare and health insurance right now in the whole entire world. It's because now people are questioning some of their practices. So if it's fraud, you can fail. There's no such thing as too big. I mean, that's how Enron went down. That's how, World Life and other names, like the fraud. If you committed fraud, there's no such thing as too big to fail. So I don't know if they did, but again, I mean, think about it. CEO got killed by a kid because of their practices, and people were talking about how they would deny a lot, and, how did this company make so much more money than everybody else? That led people to believe in fraud and other things. So we'll see, but generally, I wouldn't call it too big to fail, and at the same time, too, I don't like it when everybody was, again, FOMOing into it, not thinking about it. People were being very impulsive, and you saw it. I mean, again, look at the stock right now. I think I have guided you guys pretty safely and well when it comes to that name. But that's why it's just like, it's a good value name, but it's going to take time to work out what's going on. So if it's fraud, no such thing as too big to fail. If it turns out, they get a slap on the wrist, it was, maybe they cut corners, but it wasn't like fraud, then they'll bounce, and that'll be one of your best value plays. But the problem is that could take a few years to figure out. C&M on the high. Didn't we see that the other day? Core and metal. Again, this is what's it called play? Commodity play. Yeah, the Magans still went up, even though that went down. Where's Bobo? Dude, Boeing, this is at the level. Watch it. And then did you guys hear about Boeing production numbers? Boeing is making more than like 30 planes or 38 planes. That's the most they've done since 2020 in a month. It's kind of crazy. All right, Tesla again. That got very active in the morning. Where's Nvidia? Trying to move. Abivi is looking great, actually. Abivi just went red to green right now. Okay, 640. We got data here in what, 20? Lulu, there's Bowen working up. Again, high-low ticker's balanced out. Give me 20 minutes. I'll get you guys the checkup, but we've only been here for 10 minutes. Good morning. Good morning. Again, bonds are up, but that was off of Japan. Hopefully you guys got that news in the morning. Literally, the Japanese had a bond auction, and then this time it was good. So remember, last week we were all freaking out about that. Yo, CoreWeave is breaking out. Those plays are back to 7,000%. It's been a while, little guy. So yeah, CoreWeave is actually kind of doing it again. It's kind of nuts. Let's see on that volume. Oh, where's that other biotech? T-Raw. Back City. Back City. That one came down. Who am I looking? I'm checking CoreWeave volume right now. CoreWeave breaking out 128. Surprisingly, CoreWeave is at average volume for time right now, and it's expected to just have a normal day. Oh, what about a normal peach? Nothing's normal about every single day. It's beast mode. Stop it, Peach Nation. Or not. Woo! Let's go, baby. Wow. Hey, man. The bond's moving up. Bradley Frizzlin, the peach is here. Dutch PM will offer resignation. Spy popping off of that. Spy said, what? Bradley here? Spy said, run it. That's exactly what happened. Look at that. I can't make that up. It's not my fault. Baby. Good morning, Bradley. That's what I'm talking about. MSTR, AMD now. High ticker just literally woke up with the peach. I'm not even kidding you. So watch out for that. APLD, Big Red, Bowen, 52-week high on the peach. Stop it. Blech. APLD is dropping. SPY hitting a new high. Wegovy use jumps 50% amongst teens. Oh my goodness, that's sad. I'm happy because we own the stock, but I'm like, what do you mean teenagers? Unless they have diabetes, why are they using Ozempic? Oh my goodness. Pizza. Maybe that's why pizza. But yeah, Boeing is going up as well too. I love it. Yeah, we still have all of those Bobo plays. Yeah, they're up all over 200%. The near the monies are up almost 3. Out of the monies went up a lot as well too. Big fan. Big fan. 643. NVS on the high. It's easy to get a Ozempic prescription, but yeah, it's crazy that teens. I didn't think teens were going. I did not think that was the target market. I thought the target market was like old middle class women who don't want to work out and drive a Cadillac Escalade. I really thought, you know what I'm saying? I really thought that was the target demographic here. Same as Botox, but apparently teens. All right. Wait, which one is that? Damn, bro, that's good. Yeah. Oh! All right, I sold one of the sets of Boeing. It started to ramp up on the out the money. So just above 250. That's nice. It expires in a couple weeks. Like 1 or 2. I still have one more, believe it or not. That one's actually closer to the money. So again, we got a lot of good Bradley Frizzle Boeing plays. But yeah, I wanted some cash. You know, make them pay us a little, you know. Make it, huh? All right. The legend of Bradley Frizzle, it began one day when he gave me a peach. That's all. I didn't receive it well. I was confused. You know, I thought he was a little liberal trying to hit on me. But, you know, it ended up just forming one of the greatest friendships of mankind. So, it's amazing. SG. I like sweet greens, man. It makes me mad. I was talking about it yesterday because, like, I think it's really attractive, and a lot of people like sweet greens. It doesn't have the hype of kava, but in some circles, it's looked upon very, very good. But my problem is that it's like one of these hype growth restaurants. Yo, Pinduoduo rocketing up right now as if there is a damn trade deal going on or something. Yeah, check that out. Pinduoduo ramping literally right now before your eyes. My goodness. Yeah, Dell's going up, but yeah, like I was saying, sweet greens though, it's good. My only problem is that like the price target I think it could go to is literally 50% lower. Again, that's when we first saw sweet greens. It was at $8-9. So although I want to grab some, and I'm like, oh, I could get a small amount. It's just like, dude, it's 50%, but it does have good upside. But it's just like a shittier kava. All it is a healthy food place that people get hyped upon, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna grow. Let's value it at very big future growth. But unfortunately, sweet greens just they lowered their guidance on those last 2 earnings, and then it did not hit. Okay, Nvidia breaking out. Nvidia about to go 140. The rice was like eating rocks. Yeah, that's the crunchy rice, dog. Come on, bro. I think you just didn't know what you signed up for. But I know exactly what you're talking about. It hurts sometimes. All right, well, Nvidia popping right now. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. I have it up, I think. Yeah, Here you go. Forgive me. Oh, there you go. A little sound bathe. Boom. All right. I don't know. That candle hasn't gone anymore, but literally NVIDIA. Ferg on the high. There's actually a lot of different names running right now, but SPY is not advancing. Remember what happened yesterday? I forgot. Yeah, that impact there with the Mag 7, it makes the prices all odd. And then we're at 59.40, you guys. So actually, keep this in mind right now. You're 9 points away from that other level, and then if we break above there, then you could go. It's like 18 points. 59.68, and if we break that, that is the high end of this bubble or this little box. Again, we are trying to get to 6,000, but you have not been there. And then equal weight is down, believe it or not. So Russell, Dow, and SPY, or Russell, SPY, and Nasdaq are green. Dow is the only one in the red right now, but equal weight is not doing good. So that means you are getting outsized impact from a couple of big tech names. Editas, Oscar Health too. Again, we saw that move and they got a fat upgrade. J&J, Merck. I'm seeing XLV, bro. Yeah, literally, even XLV hitting the high. Take note, they were a big lagger the last couple of days here. But you literally have XLV, those medical devices. All of those are going up. Oh, mana. Unch. Yeah, UNH climbing after that little sell. Bonds have gone straight up. Again, the yen has done very well. Japanese yields all got a bid. Core Weave still climbing. Still up there. Naka on the low. Apple Pop, look for any China details. Starbucks coming up too. Starbucks getting like volume candles here at the high. It's not big yet. Kind of looks like Apple. Yeah, Apple's going up there. UPS is up. Meta's down. I'm surprised, even though they did such a big deal with Constellation. Again, NVIDIA popped up to the high. I haven't looked at Google. I think Google might be struggling because of the Meta announcements. Yeah, Boeing going up. Starbucks again. And Target. And OSK. Bro, all of these value plays. Groupon. Yeah, Groupon off the bottom right now. Do they have any news? Big volume coming in. Oh, shit. Why is Groupon up so much? Yeah, Target. Again, Target might tie into the whole Dollar General thing, or DG. So see. But then again, they were just throwing shade at Target, and Target just reported. They just didn't do good. So Dollar General did. But yeah, watch how that plays. Yeah, Dollar General is still at the high. They're up 14, which is insanity. But you never know. STR, APLD come back down? Or come back up? Yeah, they did an offering, so just wait. Because if it does have demand after an offering, that's a very good sign. If not, that's usually where it ends. There's DG breaking out. Again, contracts went up. You could get 2 free ones if you really wanted to. Reddit now popping. Target is not being boycotted still, no. I think a lot of people got over that. Yo, Starbucks too, like I'm saying. Oklo on the low. Whirlpool a little bit high, but yeah, watch Starbucks. Was UNH added to the long term? No, it is not, and you have been added to the banned list. Why? Because that's an easy one to follow along, and to say an easy question like that, I'm insinuating you're pumping. Why? Because everybody could just follow along with the long term quite easily. So yeah, I just talked about UNH. Like I was saying, I'm glad that it cooled down a little bit and that everyone stopped being dramatic, but I think you got to do a lot of due diligence, and I have not added it. So yeah, please follow along. Otherwise, you are responsible for the confusion you create. Yeah, Dell going up. Even Reddit, Dollar General. All right, I made that free. I just got 2 free contracts. They went up 50. A little bit more now, honestly. Oh, Boeing and Airbnb. Yeah, look at the high ticker at Micron, but SPY's coming down. You guys remember yesterday? We got a lot on that. Yeah, Boeing 215. Again, Broadcom. A lot of hype on Broadcom here for their earnings. So watch out for that. And where's Pizza? I see the pizza options. Yeah, they're still up. What the fuck? Nice. Walmart selling. Broadcom, NVIDIA. Yeah, Boeing's at the high. Got that in the top right. DKS on the high. Again, Broadcom 52-week high. You had Starbucks just running there too. Starbucks, Target, Airbnb. Starbucks literally moved 1.5% since I just kept saying, whoa. Then DG on the high as well too. BB. Pizza. Yeah, bro. Domino's down. They're still doing good. BBWI. Bath and Body Works. What's the other one too? I can't believe Groupon's at $30. That kind of blew my mind. That popped up though from that call out. And then yeah, I don't know what's going on with Airbnb. There's bad travel headlines today. Just in general, Disney on the high. That's moving like Starbucks too. Disney fired a bunch of people yesterday. PayPal came out with their credit card. AAP. Whoa, CoreWeave. What the fuck? Oh, 130 break. Yeah, CoreWeave running. Who was it though? Yeah, AAP in the morning, and then again, Dollar General, these value plays. It's getting people excited. So, I don't know. Watch if AAP keeps going. It might. That AAP tracks with the whole, it tracks with the whole Dollar General idea. Boeing might bring back their dividend, but I wouldn't invest on that. You know, but it's good. They're doing some good things, so if that works, that's, what the fuck is this, bro? Do you guys see the AAP? Who the fuck is buying this shit? Whoa. Yeah, there's a very odd volume on AAP. I'm gonna go check it. Let's go check our volume indicators. AB, CB, CMP. I'm seeing railroads on the low. And then AMD on the high, Ford, NVIDIA, SMCI, ripping, Micron. And then like transports on the low. Transports, utilities. Bro, it's expecting very low volume today. But it has a lot of floor trades. AAP is weird. Yeah, that's a fucking weird one. Because there's a lot of value shit. Toyota's moving. Again, you had the news yesterday. And then there's a lot of contracts. Dollar General. So that one's going. Again, if you grabbed any continuations, those hit. I'm sending, just watch AAP. That's what I sent to the stream alerts. I don't have a play on it, but I think it's quite fascinating. Oh shit, you got over 100% now on the DGs. NVIDIA, AMD, HUT. Yo, NVIDIA now breaking out. The contracts are still guttered, but they're starting to move. So again, you would have to get closer to the money to profit off of it, but this type of move is exciting. Again, it's waking motherfuckers up, and now you got CoreWeave moving. So let's see. It might be Chop City. It all depends on what these names do. We need everybody to move in tandem. But for now, you got a lot of different moves today, a lot of different stories, but again, one stock, a couple, you could kind of see the impact. Again, Dow is red, SPY's barely green, equal weight is down, and then Nasdaq's up almost 0.5%. So we do, we got a little bit of competing, but it is early too. We just opened up. Yeah, equal weight is still down. Datadog, Datakelb on the high. And then CoreWeave keeps going crazy. Then there's NVIDIA. I want to do? Oh, yeah, the data. So, yeah, get ready. Yeah, so JOLTS comes out in, what, a minute and a half? So the number you will be looking for is 7.0 million. That's crazy, actually. Because you guys remember I always told you wait for the 7 handle. You know, back in the day when we were at the higher points. So now today, you could break the 7 handle. Isn't that crazy? So you could go down to 6 million jobs today. Which would be a again, that would be the lowest in what? Yeah, the last time you had 6 million job openings was like 2020. Literally, that's like pre-pandemic. Or no, end of the pandemic. So yeah, watch out for that. But again, depending on that, people are going to factor that into the data. You only got 45 seconds though. So again, 7.05 is the expectation. You will also get factory orders, but I would just look at the jobs data to be able to make any sort of judgment. Bullish. VG, I saw that. Core Weave. NVIDIA is going crazy. So again, though, look at the SPY. You're watching some names lag and lead. 45 seconds for the data. Dollar General still going. Lyra, Lyra. Whoa, that's up 30%. That has to be other data. 3, 2, 1. Burp. And we're off. 7.391. That's a big jump, actually. So it takes you back to February below January, but yeah, it's not, honestly, I don't know. It seems more bullish for the economy, yeah. So literally 300,000 jobs kind of just opened up out of nowhere. So yeah, that won't be good for bonds, but equities, they should like it, but then again, they could flip that. It doesn't, then you could go back to the whole inflation, all of that, but then again, are you worried about a strong or a weak economy? So either way, the data is good. Not good for bonds. That one I think is easy to read, but just in general, there's more job openings available. So again, the trend has been going down. It's still down, but it's just still, like I'm saying, it kind of just had the uptick where, like I'm telling you, you're below the beginning of the year by a decent amount, but now it just takes you here. But you thought this was the trend. So even in January, you had the drop and then pop, and then we resumed down. So as long as that happens, that's fine. But in general, yeah, if you keep having too many jobs, I mean, that's going to be the same situation we dealt with not too long ago. Again, think about it. All you people who are waiting for the rates to finally, you're like, how come rates? How come real jobs? So if the job market keeps chugging, Powell's going to be higher for longer. Job market keeps chugging, all the fear doesn't make any sense. Job market keeps chugging. Why would people sell out of certain things? Why would they get rid of real estate? Why would there be calamity? So we'll see. But remember, there is a very minimal correlation between JOLTS and the NUMS farms. So this is just the JOLTS. It's telling you the openings. But again, on Friday, we're going to get the non-farm, and it might be completely different. Tesla, Popper. And then Yang on the high. Watch out if China starts selling. Again, those value names doing good. Tesla just woke up, man. Tesla did this earlier. I remember this. Groupon, that one's still ripping. Yeah, bro, NVIDIA, Tesla's doing it. Again, Tesla literally did this in the morning. Let's see. Yeah, bigger candle now, going a little bit more vertical. Oh, I'm on the wrong day. I'm looking. The plays are up 30, so you got to pay a little bit of premium if you want it. Yeah, they're still relatively cheaper to where they were a couple days ago. So there's a little bit of a lag there. Again, multi-day lag on the Tesla contracts, but they're up on the day for now. NVIDIA is still going. I'm seeing a couple of random biotechs, but I mean, again, NVIDIA and Tesla, that's enough to get you. You're literally going vertical right now. Again, ARM is up. All of the other chips should start to carry along. But yeah, that's happening right now. Again, even Apple now into the high. Fucking Intel, for crying out loud. Microsoft's at least green. Google's still down, and Meta was down earlier. So yeah, you need those to play along. But literally, Nvidia, Tesla, Apple, that's enough to move the market. Again, the Dow is still red. You just had the jobs data, which again, I would say was better, worse for bonds, better for equities in the economy. Let me get you guys a checkup now. Dow Jones, 12 names green on the Dow, Nvidia leading, 18 on the low, Goldman and Travelers leading to the downside. NASDAQ 100, you got 50 names green, 50 in the red. Booking is the leader to the low, Constellation the leader to the high, even a little MSTR in there. And then S&P 500, 177 green, 325 in the red. So not bad. It's pretty much 50-50. That's why I'm telling you, it's just like yesterday. Couple of big tech is kind of skewing the numbers a little bit, because this doesn't really, you don't really see what I just read you on the scoreboard. Estee Lauder coming back up. Again, China names are dumping, but if you're going to get optimistic on any of those trade deal ones, it's funny, Nike going down, Estee Lauder going up, ONON going down. Is Ulta going higher? No, yeah, so look at Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder's in a world of its own right now compared to peers in other, even countries, even China. So yeah, Philip Morris on the low, SPY dancing around again. That last 5 minutes here, 3 minutes was just Tesla, Nvidia, and then the data. CoreWeave crazy. I know. Good time. Good time. Trump's due for a headline reset. I think we're just going to get a flurry of trade deals. We're going to hear about Greer, the UK, the EU, and then we'll see if we could juggle it with China. But and then again, just be ready for surprises, though. So even when it comes to Trump, I think even last week, the judges, all of that, I'm open to anything. So you know, anything could happen. It doesn't have to only happen one way. So head on a swivel and be ready for it all. Groupon going up, Andana here, NTAP. Again, there's a lot of good names moving right now. I'm actually surprised that T-Row, not T-Raw. You're going to add Sweet Green to the long term and take the risk. Well, good luck, but I'm going to ban you now. Don't post your plays. I was actually going to warn you because I know you, and then you're going to pump it every time it moves up and then say you're excited. But yeah, so you don't need to tell us you're buying. But good luck. I like that play. I do. I just want it a little cheaper. Reddit volume? I don't know, but it started to climb up. Let me check. CoreWeave again. CoreWeave was higher. Right? Didn't it hit 135 that one day? Who'd you want? Reddit? Reddit volume is trading below average even for 10 a.m. And then it's not expected to go above. So my volume thing predicts 5.7 million. That is it. MCTR. Oh, SPY getting a decent red. Hot dog. Yeah, whatever MCTR is, small cap up 100. Look at the bonds just dying, though, since the data. And then again, now SPY is just back to the same point when the data came out. So yeah, that's already kind of flipping a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, bonds, Faro takeover. No, isn't that a energy company? Yo, Faro Technology. It's not even moving. 40,000 volume on there. So watch if that moves. Yo, two big reds out of nowhere. So again, this could be, like I'm telling you, Nvidia and all of that. You need to watch if it's every name or if it's just two names. Because look, Apple's coming down, Microsoft, Nvidia a little bit. So yeah, and Tesla. I don't know if this is just like everything's not dumping, but a lot of things just did turn. That was big though. These are your biggest candles of the day. You know, you literally just dropped almost 2 points. Yeah, VIX just shot up. I don't see any headlines. Well, I haven't seen one yet. Where did that other one go? Pharaoh. Yeah. DXY pop. Dollar's actually green. No way. Yeah, GLD and silver tweaking out a little bit. MP on the high. Oh, shit. Yeah, that one just kept going, bro. Fed Bostic comment. So that was weird. That was a nice 2-point drop. But like I was telling you, this is what sucks. Remember how yesterday I was saying, like, one of those breakouts, you're going to have to take them seriously. Just like this. You'll get these moves, but when Mag 7 has that leadership, it's kind of hard to have that, like, move. Is Pharaoh already? Does it have a buyout? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could already see it. I didn't look at that one. Yeah, it's already in buyout mode. So I don't think there's a play. NA. All right, well, you're back to VWAP after that. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. It's still tweaking. Again, you did come off of data. Boeing's coming down. Now HIMS, again, they bought somebody and we're up. They're still up 3%, but they're coming down now. Run on the high. Tesla's dropping. Again, Tesla just had that little lead there. So that was good for a little bit. Dollar General still up. Again, hopefully made those free. AAP hasn't moved. GM now. Hey, yo, GM moving like news, and Ford is up. And then Tesla came down. So, yeah, watch out for that. GM. Again, 143. CNBC pumping Bostic. Coinbase on the high. All right, Core Weave a new high. Pizza. Yeah, coin's going up as well. Pizza finally went down. SPY, we're right at open, bro. What a shitty chart. Imagine the data. Delata Hotel Group unanimously rejects Pandix consortium offer. And then Hegseth to travel to Belgium on June 5th, June 6th. And then Fed Bostic, something about he insider trades. And he still hasn't been fired or punished. That's all I read. What? That's crazy. All right, Intel. Again, you called that early. More volume on Core Weave here. Again, bonds was just from the data, though. So like I was saying, the data easily, I could see people reacting that way on the bond market. But the SPY reaction was a little bit more of a head scratcher. Palo Alto on the high. Yeah, watch any of the cyber ones if we could get some moves there. But Palo Alto hit a new high. Again, all the big techs there, they're just kind of doing their own thing. But NVIDIA seems to be the easy climber. Apple was good too. But NVIDIA feels like Meta did yesterday. But Meta was nuttier. Way, way nuttier. Core Weave about to go 135. These mother effers. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, Alpha Philo, baby. Hey, man, go do some good work and enjoy it and have a safe, wonderful, beautiful morning. Indeed. Member of the chat. Let's go, baby. Major pickles. Well, read the rules. And again, I hope if you've been here for that long, you've been listening. And I hope you vibe, man. I hope you vibe. All right. Well, SPY is about to go break out again. This is great. First solar on the high. A lot of people have been pumping solar, but again, the stocks haven't done as well. Yeah, that's going up there. You work at Amentum. They offer a 5% discount. Would this be a good investment? Usually, I don't know what Amentum is, but usually if you've worked for a company for a long time and you plan on working there for a long time, I mean, a discount on company stock is usually a great idea. Yeah, NVIDIA, Core Weave, now you got a little bit of solar, but look at the high ticker. There's a lot of things going on. Wait, again, just like yesterday, just doing it earlier. Wait till the equal weight. So yeah, equal weight's lagging heavy though. So SPY went green, NASDAQ, Dow, or Russell. Dow is still red, but yeah, it's kind of playing a game now. WAZFD. American Government Commercial Contractor. So yeah, depending on how you feel with that. Huh? Oh, come on. Peloton launched used resale market? Used Pelotons? All right. All righty. Are you guys ready? Do you know what I did? It's a sad day, but I'm happy. I sold my final core weave. $40 into $4,000. Zero exaggeration. So I bought the June 95 contract. This is the one that I did when I told you it reminded me of ARM. I bought these at 40 cents a pop. So did everybody else on the stream alerts. And yeah, I just sold out the last one. I sold a lot at different prices, and we made some great money on it, but I kept some other ones. But yeah, I took my last one. About 10,000%. And Vitis, Pop, and Coin. Is that a record? No, we killed ARM. We did like 4,000 or 5,000. I mean, the TLTs were 30,000, but it was just a good play. I mean, again, I told you all in advance. I said, man, this reminds me of ARM. Either way, I'm happy. God is good. But we'll see. Hopefully we can get another one. And keep grinding. No finish line. Stream alerts is closed now. Again, your fellow Chads have ruined those opportunities for you. But no worries. You got to get a long term. And if you get a long term, those other opportunities will arrive. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody. Core weave, baby. 135. ANAB now. You got a couple of others. Bonds even off the bottom. New high for the SPY. Yeah, I haven't maybe I need to buy sweet greens, bro. Cause I feel bad though. I don't want to keep giving away fat pizza, you know? Cause I like Papa John's and it's everywhere, but now I'm making them fat. You used to say we don't need the scream alerts. That's why I never got it. Do you have a long term? This conversation's gonna get really fucking weird. You see what I'm saying? So you used to not need it, but like I'm telling you, unfortunately, a lot of people would just ignore the good info, and then they would hold me accountable to only plays and then ignore Meta at 90. They would ignore Netflix at 100. They would ignore JP Morgan at 100. They would ignore Uber at 24, and then they wouldn't do it. So that's, like I said, we had to make changes, and then I got rid of it for a little bit. But it's actually been a couple months now with no stream alerts. So it's been nice. It's been peaceful. And I hope it reduced FOMO. That is the idea. Like I'm saying, you need a long term. Long term, long term, long term, long term, long term. Woo! NVO's the antidote. I know, but it's still... I feel bad. I'm just sending you guys death to your door. Oh, dude. Bro, I had the weirdest dream yesterday. I'll tell you guys during Philo. I can't tell my dream was trippy, bro. I had the weirdest fucking dream. Oklo, yeah, even Constellation, go look at it. And then CoreWeave was fire, but yeah, literally, bro, Constellation was up 10% or more. And then it came down. But yeah, all the nuclear plays. And then SPY breaking out. Citi, MSTR, look at financials and crypto, but it's actually select financials that are moving. Yeah, they're all going. AMAT, I like. You were thinking about this, the long-term 5 years, what the next 5 will look like? I know. And we went through 5 years of one of the most difficult environments in the world. But God is good, man. No finish line. We'll keep going and just wait. Wait till we find a house, too. Wait till we parlay that. And like we said, that long-term opportunity ammunition is loaded up, baby. Are you allowed to mention drips? No, David, don't ask me another question like that again. Stop trying to get around the rules. Have you not been here for a year? Have you not email me, act like we friends all the time? Why are you asking me that? Just please follow the new rules. Stop trying to find a way around them and start finding a way to stick to them. That is the problem, my brother. Wells Fargo, Cencora, price target raised. Applied Digital. Didn't they do a deal with CoreWeave? Or are you playing Applied Materials? That one's going up. We talked about that yesterday. Again, them and Oscar, and both of those continued. CDW, Cencora. Cencora barely moved. Is Estee still on the high? I do see hope for MPW, but you got to watch yesterday's watch list. I'm not going to explain that. So although it is a long term and you may feel hopeless, I don't think you care too much about it. And even then, you should have more than one stock in your portfolio. But we talked about it yesterday, and why I'm giving you such a answer like that is because I've answered this 100 times over. It sucks when a play goes down, and I don't know if you want me to apologize, but I'm not. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't touch any real estate stocks until the bonds chill out. And that is what I've been trying to communicate pretty effectively here. So I wouldn't really stress on it. It's going to feel uncomfortable until bonds level out on any real estate name. I could almost guarantee it. Berkshire, I have no idea. AMAT's going up, bro. CoreWeave, oh, I could have made another 100. Woo! AMAT. Dollar General flip, so I'm glad we made those free, but that's still up a lot. Biomia Fusion, 40%. Set it on the watch list. I know I've said it for about 2.5 years as the rates have gone up. And again, I've liked MPW. I like real estate. But if I can't change the environment, and it's not optimal. It's your birthday? With 58 months in the chat. Oh, Isaac. Bro, I swear it was just your birthday, though. Didn't you send me an email and you were like, I'm with you on my birthday? Oh, you're tripping me out now. I swear it was just your birthday, bro. I'm born either way, but I'm confused. I swear it was just your birthday. Was it not? Or am I tripping? I remember, Isaac, and I think you sent me an email. No? Oh, I guess there was another Isaac, yeah, and he had his birthday. Oh, man, happy birthday, bro. That's crazy. Yeah. You guys look alike, though, too. It's kind of trippy. Yeah, boomer, I don't know what that means, dog. But good morning. Good morning. His real person birthday and his cult birthday. Amen. Amen. THO, Thermo Fisher. It's up a lot, 2.5%. Kind of out of nowhere. Again, Bamia, that's moving up. Schwab, they don't support some stocks, or they're like weird with like fractionals, but that's it. Costco on the low, CSGS, Jeff. Again, random ass financials moving. Oh, THO. Why'd I say Thermo Fisher? That's Thor? Am I tripping? I guess TMO is TMO, not THO. Coin, SMCI, again, NVIDIA, CoreWeave, all of these plays are on fire. Alrighty. Well, we've been here for an hour now, Chad. So good morning. Good morning and God bless. Long-term climb, my brother, climb. End tap now. Again, a lot. Look at the high ticker right now. You got a lot of things gassing. SPY is having trouble moving while bonds are coming down. You need a big tech to move right now. You need an Apple, a Meta. Look at Apple's not moving. Meta's not moving. Google's not moving. Netflix is at the low. So, yeah, you need one of these to move. Because, look, high ticker is almost fully gassed. You're missing. This is 493 names moving. You need that other little box right there to get the index. That's what I'm saying. That's why these days suck. It's not like bad suck, but it's going to be harder to tell when the momentum will stop or end because the index is being held or moved by these 5 names. So again, everything else is ripping, but you can't say the same for 7 stocks, and they have way more of an impact. So watch, it's still holding. You're dancing around. Look at their chips again. SMCI down to the core weaves. All of those plays are moving up. SPY's trying to move. Give me Apple, Amazon, you'll break out. If not, you'll chill. Waymo, I know, bro, ever since I've been telling y'all about Waymos, I've been seeing terrible Waymos. I saw the Waymo drive into that. I saw a Waymo blocking a fire truck for no damn reason. And then some dude said a Waymo parked in front of his house. So he put blue tape around all of the cameras. And then he said, I trapped the Waymo. And he said he caught a Waymo like he caught a Pokemon. And now he got a Waymo just blinking lights in his fucking driveway. Just got, I'm like, okay, gotta catch them all. Waymo man. I'm like, what is me? All right. Lulu on the high. Yeah, CrowdStrike again. Broadcom is probably going to be the biggest earnings of the week on Thursday. No, that's real. That's a real story. I'm being dead serious. I saw the video. It worked. He literally fucking put blue tape on all of the cameras and the car wouldn't move. And then I saw people getting mad. They're like, how dare all of you support the future technocratic self-driverless invasion of privacy. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, it is an invasion of privacy, and there will be a bunch of self-driving video surveilling vehicles. But I'm like, it's kind of dope still, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I said with the iPhone. But oh, CoreWeave, okay, I could have made another 1,000%. It went up another $400. Okay, hi. OPRX, Broadcom, bonds on the low, and SPY going up. HKPD, Hong Kong Police Department. Oh, Hong Kong Pharma Digital. APLD taking off. Again, it was at 10:60 in the morning. Then they did an offering. UFPT, AMD on the high now. Again, you're still holding up. Like I said, if we could get, all you have is NVIDIA now. You get the other Mag 7 lagging or leading, that will determine, you know, pad the stats or take away. CoreWeave and NVIDIA do move it together, yes. Even sometimes they'll move a little better. So like the days where NVIDIA doesn't do much, they'll be able to advance. All right, there's APLD. SPY, you're almost fully gassed now. So there you have it. CEG, man, that just sold off 10% from the morning. All right, Danny here, Vist, a couple of other names, but I would genuinely be looking out for a Mag 7 to lag or lead. That's going to be the driver. Oh, what up, Jake from State Farm? Good morning, baby. Good morning. Good to see ya. Brazil President Lula have been looking to negotiate tariffs with U.S. government. That's coming out now. Brazil, yeah, they popped. So again, we've heard EU, UK, now we're hearing Brazil. I think we heard a little bit about South Korea, but add that to the trade news stuff for this week, but you might be able to put Brazil on the table now. Marriott, Airbnb, all the travel names. Again, dude, Booking is the worst right now. So Booking is the worst on the NASDAQ today. Meanwhile, though, all of these travel names are starting to pick up. Even Airbnb, which I think is interesting. Now Dexcom, another medicine. Again, XLV. XLV was the leader in the morning. Then they slipped. Staples have been underperforming. So once again, I'm showing you guys NVIDIA. They're winning today. But none of the other big tech is moving, and NVIDIA is getting candled down, so that's going to stop it. You got a lot of other smaller names moving, but just remember Staples. And Staples, even though big tech is kind of staying stable, the Staples aren't really moving, or they're going down, so that's still part of that theme I told you to watch for. So be on the lookout. Yeah, Target's still down, and they had bad comments yesterday, and then Dollar General, they did good because people liked their earnings. Even though they kind of hinted at trouble, people like the fact that, like, legitimately people turned to Dollar General during the tariffs and on whatever else we just went through. Yeah, Broadcom. I want to play Broadcom. I feel like we missed it. We saw it the other day, and it's been ramping. Ramp. Being me and Young ramp off the rip. That's the long time that put me in this shit. All right, even Core Reef coming down a little bit. UAVs. Humana is up on the high. I don't know where UNH is. Like I said, healthcare was doing decent, but it's coming up a little bit more. Made an offer on my first home. Good luck. I do, and be careful, you guys. I've had a lot of real estate deals sent to me, and you guys have sent me the highest priced home in the last 3 months. So I'm just gonna remind you to try to be smart. Let me show you. I forgot to do this on the watch list yesterday. I had a poop attack. But again, if you guys are buying a home, I encourage you to be as wise as possible. I know some of you are excited, and I know you want to get a home really bad, and that's good. Those are all good things, but please do not buy high-priced homes. You know, just how I tell people don't buy pizza when it's up 50%. You could go. All you got to do is go on Zillow, look at the neighborhood, press last 6 months, last 12 months, go on sold, and literally just see what has sold. And if that house that you are offering on is higher and you have to pay more, I'm not excited about that. And this is what I'm trying to tell people, because the buyer's market is shifting. The sellers, it's turning into a buyer's market. So look, based on the list price, this is the most amount of inventory on the real estate market ever in history by dollar amount. Do you understand that? So January 2022, when all the YouTubers were telling you it's going to crash, and I said, nope, interest rates are still zero. That you had the lowest inventory in over a decade. The houses on the market, there was no houses for sale. You have over 700 billion or just under 700 billion of inventory that is up for sale. Do you understand? Let me give you another one. 44% of listings as of 2 months ago have been sitting on the market for 60 days plus. These are considered very stale. So again, even at the end or beginning of the year, it's seasonal, but you were back again. This is all what I was telling you. This isn't like the worst thing in the world, but we're just getting back to like 2018, 2019, a little bit prior. Again, that was last time you saw, houses sitting on the market like this. 2019. Again, 65% of homes would sit on the market for longer than 2 months. Do you understand what that means? That highlights the illiquidity of real estate. That means if you buy a house and sell it in 2 weeks. No, that means 60 days, 2 months to sell it. And then my other one, if you took the listing amount of those 60 days on the market, it's about $331 billion. So yeah, literally, these are all records. And this is, it's interesting because still early, but this is what I'm telling you right now. Don't be the guy on the back end of the seller's market paying the seller's market prices. And even though people don't realize it all the way, you are clearly shifting to a buyer's market. So again, I would use that situation to your advantage. You don't have to let it work against you. So good luck, and I'm glad to hear you guys on homes. I need to tell you that because I have seen a lot recently, and I am surprised because I do say this a lot, but just remember, you don't want to be paying the most amount of money. Check the comps. Check the last 3 months of what's sold. Last year even. Estee Lauder's still going. Yeah, a lot of them is. It's the seller's problems. It's based off a list price. A lot of people are just listing ridiculously. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I get it, though. I'm watching people. Some people are offering on those crazy prices, and that's why I'm like, no. It's a way different real estate market. Yeah, Florida's really bad. We talked about it yesterday. Boeing. All right, Spy just dancing. It feels like yesterday. Boeing catching more candles. Not bad. It's crazy how overpriced these homes are. Good. And just look into it. That's all I'm saying, though. Just don't get emotional. Again, I have been trying to guide you guys on this, and I'm very excited for what some of you will accomplish. I know this game very well, and real estate is very emotional. White House will send up its rescissions package to Capitol Hill today. Punch Bowl. So just don't get emotional, and that's it. I know you want to get it. You have the money in your account. You see it, and it may not feel like there's a lot of homes for sale because the inventory still kind of limited, but then at the same time, it's just like, you got to go look at what is sold, and you'll see. Like, I would opt for the cheaper homes, and I would opt for the home that is competitively priced. But you don't want these houses that are literally $100,000 higher, 20% higher. It's all relative, but if it's 10, 20% higher than the latest home sold, even if there's not that many homes selling in that area, I would pass. And if you don't believe me, you could let them sit, because that's what's happening now. It's not the same market as a year or two ago. When I tell somebody I don't want the home, I could come back to it in a month, and it's usually still there. So let me check. I have another one. I got yelled at 2 weeks ago. I bet you that house is still up. Here, let me see. What was the other? It was like Moon or something. It's actually crazy. Yeah. Here. This fucker. Yeah, still active. Bro, I offered what? I offered like, I think it was like a small amount lower. And this guy, bro, he got so mad. Yeah, it's been on the market for 200 days. I made that offer 2 weeks ago. This fucking idiot. So look, here, I'll show you. Dude, it was crazy. I was shocked. He got mad. And I was like, well, are you going to respond? He's like, you're lowballing me. I'm like, I'm not lowballing you, dude. I'm like, this is a very fair offer. You fucking crackhead. Okay, hold on. Let me... Are you guys ready for the craziest? This is in California, too. That's what I'm... It's nuts. Yeah, Microsoft, they dropped and popped. NVO, decent candle down. Good call on that. Even Hims. So see if Eli Lilly goes. SMCI still. Yeah, bro. Look at this. Guy buys this house in 2022, right? And then 2 years later, he's like, all right, time to sell. I'm going to make 100K. Just like everybody else has been thinking, right? Is that not what happens? Oh, Ozempic linked to silent cancer that's rising in young people. So we go from, wait, why are you giving it to young people? But yeah. Again, we've seen those before. I mean, everyone's been waiting for the negative Ozempic health effect. I'm still kind of waiting for it, but we'll see. See if that, I don't know if it'll bring it down, but it all just depends on the scope of it. That's funny. But yeah, look at this. So guy thinks he's gonna sell it, make 100 grand, right? Keeps it up for a month. Nobody sees it. He's like, all right, I'm gonna lower it by 25K. Doesn't sell for another 4 months. And he's like, all right, I'll take it down another 25K. Do you guys notice? He still wants, what, just under 10% gain on this home, though, that he overpaid for. Okay? And it took him about, what, give or take almost 6 months to lower the price 50 grand. And then end of the month, that didn't attract anybody. So he's like, all right, I'll list it 725. And then a month later, he lowers it to 650. I think I offered him 600, and I wanted to see if he would seller finance. And he got mad. They yelled. They were angry, and they were being rude. And I'm like, you guys are fucking crazy. And guess what? That was 2 weeks ago. It's about to be another 2 months since his last price change. So, yeah. Yeah, you do not want a listing looking like this. MSTR, NVIDIA, Broadcom, Coin, crypto, even crypto and chips today right now. Dude, it was nuts. I was shocked. That was weird. But I was like, all right. Again, the other one I looked at, I told you I wanted the one with the one that made me dizzy. That house is still listed. And that was a good deal. That was off market, but then they just listed it now. But it won't sell. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's crazy. But then again, it's not like the real estate market is collapsing. You're just going back to how it used to be. That's what most people aren't ready for. It doesn't mean real estate is going to plummet and then you have a 2008. No, that's only if the jobs and other things happen. But all it is like it's an illiquid asset. So you go back to waiting 30 to 60 days to sell the home. And that's not even counting escrow, for crying out loud. Yeah, you can, but not everybody though too. So like, my girlfriend's told me it. My girlfriend, she has friends that are younger than her, and they're in their like 20s, and they're like chicks, and they just take Ozempic for looks. They don't do it for anything else, and they got doctors to give it to them and everything. It's crazy. They don't even look good. I told that to her. I was like, bro, that don't even look like. It's like, it's weird. But yeah, don't underestimate that. But anybody who needs it, I think that's totally normal. But I think Ozempic is a pervasive drug for cosmetics, and people really, really do get into it. Yeah, bro. Dude, I don't want to put homegirl on blast, but like, dude, no, it's not even the face. Bro, my girl has this one friend, bro, and this it just looks terrible. It looks terrible. It's not even the face. She got like fake boobs, and she's like, she looks 80 pounds, and it just looks disgusting. I'm like, you look sick. I don't say this to her, but I told my girl, I said, no. I said, that's disgusting. Stay away. Okay, don't. I said, go to the gym. Go for a lap. I don't care if they listening. Shit, I ain't say anybody's name. I'm talking about myself with my own fake boobs. It's terrible. Terrible. But yeah, I have seen it. Sent one with crate. I have so many of these. That's why. But all I'm saying though, don't be the guy do not be entertaining these high ass prices. If you do, you will literally pay for it. You were shocked when one of your buddies told you he was using it? Yeah, oh man, Core Wave 138. Yeah, and then SPY coming up. Again, high ticker is looking a little bit better now. Like I'm telling you, the theme in the last hour is chips, data centers, or anything related to the design of chips. And then, what else was there? Oh, there's one more. But that's been the big one so far today. Oh, crypto. Coin, MSTR, Robinhood, all of that. Core's at 139. I'm just reading the high ticker, big dog. It changed in 30 seconds, not even. Intel over 20, indeed. And SPY, man, hey, if it breaks out, that's nice. But like I said, you need the other one. I would have made another 1,000% on my Core Weave. I can't believe Constellation sold, but it did that last time it went up. Ozempic on the black market? That's crazy. You don't have to, bro. I'm telling you, it's just like weed. It's just like you guys don't remember when they first started coming out with the medical marijuana cards? And then you used to they would tell you, and they'd be like, do you feel sleepy? Do you have trouble sleeping? And you're like, no. Okay, are you stressed out? Do you feel anxiety? No. Do you have trouble eating? Say yes. Say you have trouble eating. So it's the same thing. They just give you a questionnaire, and if you answer the fucking questions, they'll give you a certain type of it. You know, you can't get, like, that's what I was trying to explain the other day. There is a diabetes Ozempic is for diabetes. Wegovy is for weight loss. That's the crazy part. So that's why I'm saying it's like a lot of people, you know, they're not, oh damn, INSEE's up 5. That's huge. Oh, it's data. So data is not as good. If it was up 5%, it could still keep going. But if it was up 5% off of no data, I would have assumed a takeover or something. But yeah, Insight announces multiple presentations, new late-breaking data of MUT-CALR directed monoclonal antibody. So they're just announcing the acceptance of a trial and dosing. I saw, again, that T-Rock company was like that this morning. I kept saying this one. They went down, but they had hype. They dosed a trial, and they went up. And then Airbnb, bro, I have no idea what's going on with them today. Very weird, considering McDonald's bringing back the snack wrap. Oh, shit. Bro, last time, didn't we have the snack wrap during 08? I swear, last time you had a snack wrap, there was a major crisis. Because I remember being poor, ordering snack wraps for 99 cents, and it was amazing. They'd be like, new snack wraps to fight inflation for $4.99. I'm like, what the fuck you mean $4.99? It's just stupid, bro. Stupid. It's been a while. Yeah, you know what I'm talking, the snack wraps. You know what I miss? I miss them damn KFC, what was it called? The little mini KFC sandwich? Somebody know what I'm talking. It had snack in the name, I think. Oh, somebody. What was it called? Come on. What was it? The little KFC, little chicken It was just one piece of chicken with mayonnaise on the little bun. Oh, what was it? Twister. No, the little twister, I think, or the slider. No, not Chicken Little. No, it's called Snacker. KFC Snacker. It was Snacker or Twister. Twister was the big one. No, it was the Snacker, bro. Duh, I knew it had snack in the name. I just left out a syllable. Yeah, no, the chicken snackers, bro. They had 3 kinds. Yep. Bro, that's 99. That's real 99 cent. The Zinger. No. Oh, man. They had many names. The Zinger. Oh, okay. Spy hitting highs. We're just being little fatties here. But other than that, they're moving up. Again, Broadcom is your leader. GM, Big Pepper, kind of. It's just printing on the high ticker, though. Ford did the same. Chips, crypto, those are your leaders for now. And SMCI. I think they were 39 cents at one point, yeah. They don't feel me, bro. Yields are flying, yes. That's what I talked about yesterday. Damn, core wave. But like I was saying, the other day we broke the danger level from the beginning of the year. We only got above it. We went down for 1 or 2 days, and then we went above it, but it's like, nah, we're still there. So it sucks, though, because like I'm telling you, I think it's just going to be choppy. You're probably going to keep breaking out, and then every time you break out, you're going to come down because everyone's just going to freak out about yields, and then you're going to play that game until we get a real structural shift or difference with something going on. Ta-da! RCL. They're going up there. So again, I haven't heard good things about travel today, but some of them are picking up. Nvidia's still holding. Again, Micron, SMCI, AMD, any chip maker is doing amazing. Apple is not moving. Meta's still down. I think Google is. Nah, Google's still pinned. So yeah, Mag 7 hasn't moved yet. Let me get you guys another checkup. What time is it? Oh, it's only 7:50. So yeah, it's still kind of early. It's only been 30 minutes since I gave you the last one. 18 green on the Dow, 12 red. NASDAQ 100, 61 green, 40 red. Core Weave, another high, a new 52-week high. SPY, 274 green, 228 in the red. So SPY flipped green, believe it or not. You have more names advancing. So in that last 30 minutes, I would say 100 names advanced. SPY and Dow, or the Dow and NASDAQ barely moved. But yeah, a lot of names advanced on the SPY in the last hour. So I think you could kind of see it. Maybe that's why you're getting more lift with the tech not moving. I don't know why Intel. I think Intel is just part of chips. Again, a lot of the chips are doing good today. Every type. All right, NVIDIA climbing up. It's all NVIDIA. Again, Amazon, Apple, all of them are 0.1%. Google and Meta adding a little bit more of a drag. But yeah, you have 100 brand new names in chips going up. And then NVIDIA going up. That's enough to climb. As you say... QQQ. Look at the high ticker. It's almost fully gas. Like I'm telling you, this is this 493 rip. That's it. You could see it. Like I'm telling you, 100 names are going green. There's a lot of chips going up. You're not getting activity. Look at Apple. Bottom right, not moving at all. And now you're just, everything else is running. So that's it. I wouldn't call it a rotation yet, but that looks good. It looks good for now. But then this could all get batted down in one red candle by Apple, unfortunately. Or right when NVIDIA stops now. That's the problem that we're facing. So see. HCC, NVIDIA, new high, bro. It's there. Iran, U.S. nuclear deal proposal not clear. Raises many questions. Bro, oil's up too, but like I told y'all earlier from yesterday, eco weight going green. So now everything's flipped. You have the advancers. You have everything moving. Currencies haven't moved. Y'all don't realize it now? Get ready. So look, Canadian currency moving, but that's it. Your next move is probably going to be a trade headline. So get ready for that, whether it's China, EU, Greer, anything of that nature. I would be on the lookout. Otherwise, we're one way or another. I'm on a long time. I'm on a long time, one way. But yeah, you get it. I think you do. All right. Heavy construction is moving. Some of them were down earlier, but a lot of things picked up in this little 30-minute window. Meanwhile, nothing else is moving, and Nvidia is going, so that's good. Yeah, a lot of things are flipping there green. So again, crypto, chips, it's hard to ignore. That's all I see right now. Crypto and chips, crypto and chips, crypto and chips. And then sprinkle in some financials and a couple of other names, but that's all I see right now. On the high ticker, every time I look up. Push-ups, no, we didn't forget. Don't be deceived. We never do push-ups at 7:30. Always start at 8:30. So don't let the jumpy chads fool you. Read Jeremiah. What? I view these charts on E-Trade. E-Trade, TOS, anywhere you could get charts, really. I'm just a crackhead. I look at 1-minute charts, and that's about it. That's good though. I need to stand up. I feel great though today. Yesterday I was a little sore. I worked out yesterday, man. I don't know what happened though. I feel great. That's it, man. I got some good stretches in. But I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I could do that. We'll see what the market does. I need to get a carbo too. I hope you guys are having a good morning, bright and early, waking up. LRN. How come anybody who called out LRN, man, you didn't call it out today to the downside? It's down 7. That's crazy. So follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Real Coat News on Twitter. I will see y'all in a little bit, and shout out the long Tom. All right, let's see if we got a commercial.
And Hims already has
Hims
subscribers on its platform. Zava expands the company's reach with 1.3 million active customers as of last year. Now, I did ask the CEOs if they expect any regulatory hurdles given the fact that this is the EU. Hims said this is a pretty straightforward deal. That said, we know the EU tends to have a more scrupulous review process, so possible headwind there. But when you look at compounding in the EU, similar allowances for what's allowed here in terms of personalized medications. Think about the market for those compounded GLP-1 drugs we talk about. Hims CEO also mentioned the pricing of pharmaceuticals being much more consumer advantageous in broader Europe relative to the US, but there's been a growing demand for telehealth with the strained public healthcare system there struggling to meet demand. Now, the deal is expected to close by the middle of this year, which the company said is when we'll get details regarding the terms of the deal, pricing, things like that.
Right, not disclosed today.
Right.
Brandon, thanks. A pretty interesting deal watching Europe. After the break, a fresh read on the health of housing from one of the country's biggest home builders, the CEO of Tri-Point Homes. He'll join us as we've just reclaimed 5950. Money Movers begins after this.
Yeah, bro, I got the meditation music. I ain't gonna stop it midstream. You know what I'm saying? That's the benefit. But yeah, is there more? Well, here, hold on. This is an app. I need to go grab a carbo right now. Carbo.
So we are tactically, at the end of last year, we bought call spreads on Hong Kong equity indexes, and I continue to like that trade, so we're holding that position. And again, when you see kind of the micro and macroeconomic data coming out of the US and you see the data in China, I think you will see a tactical deal out of economic necessity between China and the US. And
Okay, thank you. All right, man, it's still going. This is a good day. Like I was saying, though, on the watch list last night, man, it's so weird because, dude, people were really pumping the, like, June gloom. And then GE's dumping. Again, a lot of people, even with, like, some of the trade tax stuff, watch of GE. Yeah, and that thing's really moved up. See if that starts to fall. But other than that, though, like I'm saying, June gloom yesterday in the morning, people were talking that. And then Scheinbaugh, U.S. Deputy of State Landau to visit Mexico June 9th ahead of Rubio. Besant, Trump holds Switzerland in high regard. And then Grossi, it would take quite some time before plant can be restarted. That's the chief. He's talking about something in Kyiv. But you got Scheinbaugh talking and Besant right now. That's coming out. So again, as we're lifting up, so like I'm saying, in a weird way, this green for 2 days in a row is kind of surprising because I'm telling you, people were very feeling a certain way with June. So either way, though, with all the trade, it's starting to launch now. 5955. What does that mean, you guys? You are past the that's it. There's one more level in your way. 5968. Anytime we've gotten above here, 5961 will give you a little resistance, and then that's it. 5966, 5968. If that breaks, I think you'll go to like 599, I think, or 589, and then 6,000. And yeah, look at GE now, big red, 1% down. Scared me. But yeah, watch GE. That one's going down. But look, high ticker now. Oklo, Constellation already sold off. MO on the low, and a couple of other values. So again, staples are not doing good on this. Like I told you guys, notice you watched another 150 names start to run up. But staples are not getting in on the action. Mag 7 is not in on the action. And then, meanwhile, you're still climbing. The one thing I will warn you of is gentle. This is all very, very small. Just how yesterday we spent like 3-4 hours barely moving, and then the last hour did everything. You've only moved about a third. The real winner right now is Russell. Small caps are really running it, so keep that in mind. Everything could still change. You're going up. You're melting up. It's looking great. You're about to hit the level, maybe the breakout level. Tesla's popping now again. That's a third pop from pre-market, fourth pop. So just keep in mind, though, it's 0.3 on the SPY. Equal weight is finally there with it. And then, again, Dow just barely went green. And then NASDAQ is up by 0.7 without the 6 other mags. Again, NVIDIA is the only one going. New core insider buy. Again, related to materials, that could be good, too. I like. It's not moving. Yeah, Magen went up. Alcoa's up. XLB, I think, is damn up. Well, yeah, silver came up, too. They were down a little bit more. Okay, airlines, I think. Was that Delta? I swear I just saw one. Again, I don't know. Have you guys seen transports, too? Transports have been lagging, and now they're up. So, yeah, you're still going. Again, honestly, it'll look like it come. Now Apple's moving. Apple starts moving. That's going to add to it. Again, Meta, Google, you get any of these, it changes the ball game up or down. So just be on the lookout for that. But NVIDIA, Tesla, SPY, you're about to go, man. I don't know. David. Why you do this to me, dog? I love you, bro. But come on, G. Let's see. Ask me about my desk. Ask me about how to bend the rules. You know what I'm saying, bro? Come on. You asking me to buy the stock at all-time highs? Come on, G. Like, why you doing me like that? Come on. I like GE. It's a great company, but you know the deal, bro. Like, so come on. Are you trying to get banned? I ain't trying to ban you. I'm trying to help you, but I do think you're making it confusing. Again, if you guys want to go your own path, if you want to be the guy who buys at all-time highs, be my guest. Just don't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to continue to promote and teach you guys the right way of doing things. And the right way is by being a value investor, by saving, and by being smart. China top diplomat to meet U.S. investor. Source is Xinhua, Chinese news media, putting it out now. Again, yesterday we heard it. It's either that one's leading or confirming yesterday's rumor. You see what I'm saying? That's either a new rumor of another meeting, or that headline from Xinhua confirms what we had yesterday. NVIDIA Jensen Huang says Nintendo has 2 detached AI processors. No way. That's crazy. But yeah, so I do think my strategy is very simple, you guys. And I've been making it a pointed effort to show you how simple it is. So if you want to disagree, no shame in that. I don't care. But you know what I believe, and you know how I go about it. You have never watched me buy a stock at all-time highs, ever. Again, I own Netflix and Meta, and we never had to buy it at an all-time high. So if you would like to, go ahead, but you save my breath, save your breath, and save the confusion. Don't be the people confusing themselves. Again, you watch people have all of this info and they're not processing things correctly, because you may know things, but why are you confusing yourself? Again, if the stock is at an all-time high, if you want to join the party and play the fucking game and you want to run with the bulls, go ahead. But you might get hit. I don't like that. So I'm going to do what I do every time. And I really want a lot of you else to do it, because it's going to protect you. And like I'm saying, I'm fine with missing out on things. Is there great companies out there at high prices? There is. And, we may miss out on good quality names, but, I have an eye for them, but I'm not going to be buying them at all-time highs. So please, especially David, your chat backs, you've been banned before and all of it, but why make this difficult? Please, I beg you right now to just follow the rules you already know and simplify it and make it as simple as it needs to be. And maybe this is for everybody else. Maybe it's not even, maybe David is taking the sacrifice, because if you're listening right now, bro, please make it simple. Don't overthink this. Everybody overthinking it. They are overthinking underperformance right now, so I don't get it. It's very, very easy. You could protect yourself, and you have a very simple model. So I really, really want you guys to take advantage of it. But at the end of the day, you either are going to learn this on your own, or you're going to learn this through experience. So I hope I could save you money and not having to learn this the hard way. I don't care, but that's like your final warning, okay? Because I'm trying with love and grace, bro. I've warned you several times today, and I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to kick you out, but I need to help you. And if I'm not, my words aren't connecting with you for some reason. So I am going to give up eventually. So next time, go look at the stock before asking me, and look and give yourself the time to grow and learn, and look at it yourself and go through the process and ask yourself what I would think. And then ask me after you've gone through it. And if no glaring, easy rules show up, let's have a good conversation. But otherwise, this one, everybody, you could stop this easily. Step 1, it's at the highest price it's ever been. Why? What are we talking about when Pepsi is still at $130? So, amen. But that's your final warning. I've already forgiven, but like I'm saying, if I realize I'm not connecting with some of y'all, I'm giving up after a few times. That's all. We got to find a way for you to get it. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but my energy is going to go towards that. So I've already spent a lot of time on this, but that's why I'm saying this out loud, because I think somebody just listening, this might be beneficial for them more so than who I'm talking to. And if that is the case, I hope you learn from it and just be strong and be wise in this, and just very simple, man. Like, follow the rules, don't overthink it. It's not that sophisticated. If it's at the highest price it's ever been, whether it's a stock or real estate, are we buying it, you guys? Do you see what I'm trying to create an army of highly trained financial individuals. Do you guys understand? And I hate to break it to you, you're not going to be a finely tuned machine buying things at all-time highs, from stocks to real estate. Look at what I just showed you guys. I'm going over a guy in real estate, right? Do you see? Stocks or real estate, my brother. We do not buy at all-time highs. That's it. That's the rule. That's the idea. You got to find value. You got to know what's valuable, and you got to strike and act when it is a good price. But yeah, if it's at all-time highs, real estate, stocks, if it's the highest price it's ever been in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, why would you? Yeah, that's not good business. Hey man, you haven't been here because you followed the advice of saving money and buying assets. That's how you do it, baby. So amen. And you should, if you ever leave and listen to the advice, when you come back, you will have a lot to show for it. But if you come back with nothing to show for it, I'm just going to stare at you and tell you to try again. And you wasted the time. Eli Lilly, popper, $3 pop. Honestly, it's low-key been a little bit stale. So yeah, and NVO just still at the levels from the day. SPY still holding up. AAP now, that's starting to go up. Make your money on the buy. Amen. Core 140. That was beautiful. Is the Munchkin one. SPY still going up. Again, NVO and Eli Lilly, something's going on there. And then again, you had the China ambassador. They're either confirming the news or adding more. Bonds are catching a bid though now. So let's see what happens. SPY near the high. SPY near the high level, the highest we've been in a couple weeks. And then bonds are at the lows, and then they're climbing. Yeah, 57, bro. This is crazy. Yeah, it's climbing now. So 59 and then 60, 68. ELF on the high now. Estee Lauder was running up good. Again, Ulta had good earnings. ELF earnings are bad, but they did good. But yeah, that's running up there. And then Regen, Pay, Red. Damn, it's already down 5. Stock ticker Pay down 20 cents though on that candle. Pretty decent. App flipped? Oh. No. I was thinking of AAP. I swear I just saw it on the high, yeah. APLD did an offering. So it looked good in the morning when they had the demand, but if they fail after the offering, that's not good. Penn's on the high too. Remember all of the DraftKings, Penn, they were down yesterday on the Illinois news. DB, not DG. Deutsche Bank, Bitcoin pop. Again, Coin Hood, MSTR, they are on fire today. Again, crypto and chips. That seems to be the theme. Disney's not bad either. Yeah, Eli Lilly is the leader. It's actually interesting. Eli Lilly is the leader at weight loss, but Ozempic is the leader in diabetes. It's really convoluted, or just most people don't get it. But yeah, but Eli Lilly has the better weight loss drug, and then Ozempic is better for people who actually have diabetes. So I told you, you guys know I have a weekly tracker, right? So I have an algo that tracks all of the pharmacy data. So here it is. This was from yesterday, actually, June 2nd. So overall, incretin prescriptions rose 4.2, topping 2 million, driven primarily by Zepbound, while Wegovy, Mounjaro, and Ozempic also exhibited solid gains. New scripts grew 4.4% week over week, driven by Zepbound. So Zepbound is Eli Lilly. So you see what it's saying? Prescriptions went up on the week for Ozempic and all these GLP-1s by 4%. Zepbound was the primary driver, but then Ozempic also grew. And again, 4.4% increase in the last week. So obesity, GLP-1, Zepbound gained 11.1% week over week, with share rising to 63.9 from 62.3, while Wegovy rose 3.6 with share at 35.8 from 37.4. So what does that mean? You can't see my screen. No, I'm not sharing the screen. I'm just reading. It's all text. It's just algo created text that takes the data and tells you what it is. So, but yeah, what does that mean? The one I just read you, obesity GLP-1. So Zepbound went up 11.1 week over week, and they have 63.9. Besant, Trump aims to use U.S. as a hub for digital innovation. Where is he right now? Because I saw another comment not too long ago. But yeah, watch out for that if Besant starts talking. Ray on the low. What's this? Down 37%. Small cap. So yeah, like I was just telling you though, that GLP-1 for obesity and people getting signed up for weight loss, Eli Lilly has 63.9% of that market. Isn't that crazy? So Eli Lilly has 63% of the weight loss market. And then Ozempic or Wegovy, NVO, they have 38% of that market, or 35.8, and they previously had 37.4. Now diabetes GLP-1, now Ozempic gained 2.2 with 43% share, and then Mounjaro rose by 3.4 with 41.3, and then Trulicity was up by 1.4. So in the diabetes GLP-1, they're doing good. Wells Fargo on the high, and MP and PSN, but yeah, Bank of America too. Yeah, 10-cent pop, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, even fucking Robinhood. No, Besant is talking somewhere, but I don't know if it's a speech or reporters, but every couple of minutes we're getting a random ass quote from him. So yeah, and then there's this analyst commentary, Guggenheim, UBS, DNB, Deutsche Bank. They all came out with updates on GLP-1. Again, strong markets. Highlights 3.6 rise in Wegovy. Top weekly projections. Zepbound remains strong. Thinks current retail trends hold, signal early conversion of compounding scripts, which would be positive for both NVO and Eli Lilly. Guggenheim, they note GLP-1 remains strong with 13-week growth rates above 40. NVO new script growth remains challenged, but total scripts continue to grow. Points to Eli Lilly growing to 13-week, led by Mounjaro. Highlights sharp rise in Zepbound, with Eli noting better capture rates this week. And then UBS, they note Zepbound starter dose outperformed Wegovy. Points to year-to-date highs for Wegovy, improving trends. NVO has blamed compounded semaglutide to slow GLP-1, with stockpiling potentially further delaying inflection. Besant, China has a choice of being a reliable partner. Yeah, so he is talking some. I just don't know where he's talking. Again, that's the third quote I've gotten from Homeboy. So yeah, but that's. Do you guys realize though? Every time I've read this before to you, but this GLP-1 shit is fucking huge. I've been trying to tell everybody. Eli Lilly is number one now. It started with Ozempic as number one, but as you see, these are the two. These guys both own, Ozempic or NVO and Eli Lilly. They're like 80-90% of the whole entire market. And again, we're talking billions and billions of dollars that doesn't seem to go anywhere. And before you're like, oh, weight loss, just don't forget it's diabetes, mother effer, one of the biggest, ailments in America. So, but yeah, there's a lot of data around it. Does Hims have it? No. Hims they're just a compounder. They're not, again, they're like the middle, they're the retailer, but they're not the ones doing the drug and the prescriptions. But it calculates from Hims. So if Hims, I know they write some prescriptions, it calculates that data. Yeah, Eli Lilly's just huge. Well, even so is NVO. They both are. And again, SPY going up, financials there. Look at bonds. It's a no good, Habibi. APLD, Besant ends virtual speaking event in Zurich. Oh, I guess that's where he was. RSLS. I've seen this on the high a couple times. It's up 60%. Oh, yeah, that was in the morning, too. Bought 2K in the long term. Why are you telling me? Ups in Pepsi. Pepsi actually came up, but again, Staples, man, they're really clobbered. Humana, Elevance, and UNH. Well, yeah, it's clients and like what they deal with, what types of health insurance programs, offerings, and then geography. Like Humana serves a different part of America, while like UNH is more all across the nation. So. Yeah, and then again, some do Medicare, Medicaid, some do just normal insurance, corporations, all that. I don't know if I should have turned DVR off, but no, yeah, it's off. Bibsy. All right, SPY breaking out. I'm shocked. Again, no doom gloom to start out, but we'll see. Then again, it is only the second day. But yeah, 5959, brothers. So you're going to get to 60. This is a baby level if it wanted to stop. But other than that, if you go past this high, this will literally be the highest you have been since Liberation Day. Do you understand? So since the low now, you topped out at 59.68. You're hitting 59.60. And then if this goes, then that's it. Yeah, the only problem with like the those healthcare names is the timing. That's it. It's like it's good. They're good investments. A lot of them are at good value. The problem though is that it may take a year or two before the trends shift back to growth. And that's it. So, but other than that, they're good value. Again, it's not going anywhere, but it's just a matter of, how active and how much that industry grows and ramps in the next few years. All right, it's still going. Nutrinix, NTNX now. Again, yeah, you got a bunch of things just randomly popping. Like I told you guys earlier, you're watching the equal weight climb. So you're still not getting the Mag 7 effect, just NVIDIA. But yeah, equal weight's even up by point. Equal weight is matched up with the damn SPY for crying out loud. This is weird. It's like normal. Been a while since you've seen this. So yeah, this is a day. This is what the market would look like without Apple, Meta, and all of that. So again, granted, you do have NVIDIA up by 3 today, and that's helping you out. But very fascinating. Equal weight, Inspire now matched up. NASDAQ up 3/4, Dow's up 1/4, Russell's up 1.1. Palantir woke up. Dell still. Ay. I've been saying, I think we could hit all-time highs. I think that is possible. I just think it's going to be very choppy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we hit an all-time high, and then the next day you're down 5%, because everyone's like, oh my God, the rates are high. And then the next 2 weeks later, you're back at the all-time high again. And then it comes down again because, I want that trade deal. I hate Donald Trump. And then it does it again, and then high rates are still high, Josh. And then it keeps doing that. I'm like, what? And I just think it's going to be the most choppiest shit we've ever seen. So, yeah, that's why. Like, this has still been kind of it's been a one-way road since Liberation Day, if you think about it. Just mixed in with high-yield trade freakouts here and there, and then that's it. So, I could see it. I see it coming into fruition, but it's just going to be choppy, and it's not going to have follow-through. And right when you think you're breaking out, the next day it's just going to dump for no damn reason. And then it'll go back up, and then it'll come back down, but it's not going to be it's going to be anything but linear. It's going to be the choppiest shit you have ever lived through in your life. And then the moment you feel safe about it, they're going to take you out on the Achilles. Yo, Synopsis and then Bitcoin. Whoa, Synopsis really going, bro. Hold up. It's only 1%. Give me 3%, maybe it'll go there, but you might have something. Watch Synopsis. Oh, I still have one of those puts. And then Dell ripping. So no swing trades, only day trades. It just all depends. I mean, I'm telling you, it's just gonna be choppy. Do whatever you want, and then I think the next 3 months you should be shopping and planning for long term. Again, traders, you better be cut out for it, and good luck. But I can't tell you what to do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know it's gonna be choppy. So that's why. I mean, I would have a low expectation and have a high barrier for emotional stability, so you could ride through it, and that's it. It's the best advice I could give you, and long term will prevail. That's it. Like, there's so many names I like, and that's why we're gonna use this time. Let them all develop, and then meanwhile we grow. Maybe we chop up and hit a high, and then on the pullbacks we will have cash, and we'll see if new prices develop. But that's why I like patience and being able to be patient and not having fear of underperforming, going against you. That could help a lot. Cardinal Health on the low. Very interesting. Most of them have done decent today. But yeah, that's flipping. Even Honeywell on the high now. So again, everything but the Mag 7, excluding NVIDIA. U.S. ambassador to China discuss fentanyl and trade with China finance minister. They're talking about it. Yeah, CNBC was just talking about the, what's it called stuff. Some people brought up the agriculture thing with China. Yo, TM, Toyota. Ba, 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 ba. Escondido. And then Fresh Pet is up by 2.6. Hold up. That just moved 50 cents. It's not loading up there, but yeah, decent pop on Fresh Pet. APLD for the long term. Pierre, just retract it. Just retract that one. I don't want to retract you, but in a world where Pepsi is at a 5-year low, you want to buy penny stocks? I would just retract it before I get time to ban you. Just trust me. Retract it, bro. Retract it. I don't think he hears me. All right, I'll be right back. Follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity. Real Code News on Twitter. Toyota Auto is going private, yes. They want to. Homeboy put it in a... Oh, what? They just took away my commercial. I had the commercial. Nice. He retracted it. That's good. That's good. So you know better. That means you know. So I'm not going to ban you, but amen. I appreciate it. Don't fuck with me. Don't give me that whole shit. Thank you. Don't waste my time, bro. Synopsis again. We got a free put. Still got like $70, $50 on the bid if you want it. You can get rid of the put and then it's moving up. But yeah, I'm watching. Oxy. Interesting. Or yo, Toyota keep going up too. I would love Pepsi. I'm not going to lie. I want to buy it, but I feel really prepared coming into this quarter. Like, not really prepared because I still have a sense of certainty is for broke boys. But I like how we're set up. I don't have too much cash. I got a little bit. All of the names I want are there, but I could live without them. That's what I'm saying. The portfolio, even if we get, think about what I'm telling you. If Mag 7 rips, Netflix, Meta are going to take care of us alongside everything else. And if not, and if Mag 7 rips and Staple goes down, we win, and then the plays we want get even cheaper. So And then if not, and then if staples go up, we have staples that could pad the stats. A couple of tech will come down, and then maybe we could buy big tech. So, yeah, I'm chilling. But I do like Pepsi, UPS, Target, Pfizer, you know, all of them. I do know Manny Koshpin, my Egyptian brother. Well, Pepsi is just, it's going through a lot. It's going through its, you know, it's going through its window of bad news, you know, from the contracts, Coca-Cola, Snap, the benefits, fucking RFK and sugar, all of that, you know. It's just going through its period. But it's a great company, man. It is a great company and a great brand. I like Nike too, but Nike's up a lot from the bottom. But, you know, Nike, let's keep it on watch. It's very, very attractive, but it's still moved a lot from the bottom there. And then again, we took the ones at the bottom. Hood at $9 I'm down with. That was $9-10 at those lows, but because again, I bought JP Morgan there. That's where I'm saying, like, it's good now, but it doesn't, like, people like it, but I'm like, that's insane, you guys. Come on. Like, you see what I'm saying? So when Robinhood was at the price that I'm telling you I would fuck with it, I bought JP Morgan. Literally. Multiple times. We bought it all through that year, even in 2023. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, now it's caught up, but I don't think Robinhood is legitimately caught up. Like, what are you talking? Like, JP Morgan had the scammiest deal in the world and doubled their assets. Meanwhile, I don't think Robinhood has done that. So I think this is all hype, sadly. Sorry if you guys like it. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I am trying to protect people because like I said, I wouldn't buy JP Morgan at all-time highs. I wouldn't be buying Robinhood at all-time highs. Sadly, if you want a financial, the only bank you could buy, because Robinhood is not a fucking bank. They LARP like they are, but they're not. But yeah, well, no, it's Bank of America, I think. Yeah, that's the only value you could get in finance. And even then, they're up 50% from the bottom. I wouldn't touch it. So other than that, you wait. You want financials? You wait till fucking Bank of America comes down, or you wait till there's a global calamity, and then I welcome you to the JP Morgan club. Nah, SoFi's shit. I would take Robinhood over SoFi, but then SoFi's cheaper. But that's why I'm saying, this is why I don't play this game, because the answer is JP Morgan. The answer is a big ass fucking bank. You get what I'm saying? At a good price. That's what you want if you want fight. Because I didn't have any financials till that moment. You don't realize that? I never bought any financials in the long term until JP Morgan just fucking knifed. And then I said, you know, 4% best financial asset in the world. We had to scoop it. It gave us yield. It gave us growth. It had everything. So I wouldn't fuck with financials until they knife. And then you buy it when it's cheap. But if not, I'm not buying Robinhood at $70. That's fucking bad shit. 50, that's bad shit. Again, any of these banks, even Bank of America, that's the only one I would buy right now. And I wouldn't even want to buy it right now because of the price from the bottom. But like in April, that would have been a fucking money one. ANAB on the high. Couple, 7%. I'm sure SoFi may be a solid name, but like I'm telling you, look at your environment, brothers. You get what I'm saying? Look around you, right? This is a different world right now. You are living in a world where some of the best names with, like, I'm telling you, the brand name behind Pepsi, bro, come on. And we're talking crazy ass fucking companies at some of the lowest prices they have ever been. You get what I'm saying? So, and again, when the world was a different world, we bought the best financials at the low price, and that's what you want. So that's why I'm just saying, like, it may be this, it may be that, but why would you want to overpay and then for potential when right now you could underpay for a fucking hardcore brand name that's been around for 50 years in the staple category? Yeah, we're talking Doritos, bro. Amen. That's what I'm fucking... Amen, bro. Oh, Citi, but that's the other value. But Citi... I was telling you guys about Citi, too. You guys don't remember that? So after JP Morgan, people would ask me, so I would say buy Citi. again, they would ask me on Robinhood. I said Citi, that was one you could have picked up at $40 when Robinhood was at 11. Again, and that was 2 years after JP Morgan. You get what I'm saying? So it just, I like Citi, but it's up a lot now. You kind of missed out on that. So that's why Bank of America, that's the biggest lagger in the finance space. So other than that, I would just wait on all of these. I would go for the good quality names right now, and then let's have a talk about Robinhood, SoFi, and banks when nobody wants to buy them. Are you understanding? I think we will be able to get some fucking dope ass pickups. But till then, this is a losing conversation, because if one of them hits, you're gonna get mad at me. If you buy it and it goes down, you're gonna get mad. You get what I'm saying? It's quite simple. We should have this conversation when nobody wants fucking banks. Because that's how I killed the banks, is because we bought them when nobody wanted them. But right now, everybody and their mother wants them. Even people are willing to pay $70 for Robinhood. So I don't think now is the time for that discussion. I think right now is the discussion for UPS, Pfizer, Target, maybe Nike, because it's still down, Whirlpool. Like, it's time for the discussion on like behemoth names at the lows that have a likelihood of being around here in the next 5 to 10 years. And if that meets that criteria at a low price, come on guys, that's what you want right now. That's the shit that's gonna do good for you. But anything at highs, or again, like, I like the bank space when it's at lows, but right now, like, you're really late stage, man. You don't want to be the guy don't buy the 50, 80, 100% gain. You know, even Robinhood's case is almost 1,000% gain. Don't buy that. Buy the good shit. Buy the good shit right now, because in the future, how we're having this conversation looking back, we could do it again. And like I'm telling you, there will be a time in the next few years that we're going to see financials not as good as today. And that will be our moment. And once we watch the market shift, what's unpopular becomes popular. What's popular will become unpopular. That's where we go shopping. All right, man. Spy's still going. I don't know what to tell you, man. Very surprising. You're climbing towards the high, man. Like, we're talking post-Liberation Day highs. 5963. 5 more points. Now we do push-ups, baby. It's 8:30. You got Euro close. If you own something like UPS before the big drop, you bought it, would it make sense to buy that or Pepsi? Both. So, depending on how much you put into UPS, if you struck on it early, I would keep buying it, especially if it's not like a big amount of your portfolio. And you just started to open it up, I would average into that, especially if you really believe in that company. And when you bought it, that's what I would do. But if you're like, I'll wait, or you need more diversity, or you want something with a different, again, diversity, new industry, but similar, better quality, Pepsi would work very, very well. So either way, it's up to you, but let your portfolio speak to you. Let the cash balance, let the other names you own. Again, where are you heavily weighted in? Try to stay away from that. Where do you need exposure? Try to go there. But then again, if you're just starting out, though, you could average and expand. And either or, I think your portfolio specifically will tell you what to do, depending on if you're lacking or have too much cash. Honda's on the high too. Core Weave, oh my goodness, it's at $5,000. I sold out at $4,000. Okay. No news on. There's a bunch of news on NVO actually, from like young kids getting scripts for Ozempic, to silent cancer being caused, to Eli Lilly and both Ozempic having a strong week with scripts. But yeah, they're just chilling. And then a lot of healthcare medical devices went up today. Generally, though, it's just chips and Bitcoin are the leader. We heard a little bit about China. We might hear a little bit more. The jobs data was great. Bad for bonds, good for the economy and the market. And then, yeah, this is like an equal weight run. This is just NVIDIA up with everybody else, but the 6 other big names aren't moving, and you haven't seen that in a while, especially as we were just seeing Mag 7 lead yesterday. So yeah, that's where we're at now. It's Euro close too, so we've been here for what, 2 hours? But not too bad. I'm very surprised, and we're knocking at the doors of all-time highs even after Euro close. Let's see if this keeps going, because it's not even shifting the trend after Euro close. So this could be exciting. GE blew up because they spun off their company. So they had like bad performing stuff, and then they were doing bad. Then they spun it off, new CEO, and then he it went from fallen angel to back on top. Oh, excuse me. I just choked. Ooh, that carbo. Maybe I'm just getting too excited. But yeah, you're on the high. Google spin-off be bad for a little bit, but you know Microsoft spun off in the 99 or 2000, and that literally led to it becoming one of the biggest companies in the world. So although you would think it would slow it down, it really doesn't. Ash on the high. There's Pepsi going up. Not bad though. 840, bro. It's early. We've ran through, but it's still early as. Okay. Oh, nice. Bitcoin came up. MP still. My goodness. And then even AI. Dude, it's kind of crazy. There's a lot. Today broadened out so much more. But yeah, man, I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys like watching this channel, because this summer, bro, is going to be really fun and boring. But I really hope y'all are locked in. I hope you follow the rules, and I hope you like listening to me, because we're just going to be gaming the long term. That's it. It's either going to give us new prices or it's not. So I look forward to it. I'm really excited, because I'm like, man, we're just going to stack up cash. If we get any new developments in prices, oh, dude, it's going to be beautiful. So, yeah, man, I hope you guys are ready, bro. It's going to, again, 3 months of just planning, waiting, and then if opportunity is there, we strike. And then if it's not, we chill. That's it. Teach you the rules. Well, they're in the description, but I've been telling a lot of people, it's a listen-first community. If you ever have, like, do you see how many people I ban? You could learn really, really quickly. And you'll notice what I ban people for. You'll notice who follows along or not. But if you any doubt, just listen. Any doubt, don't type. Just shh and listen. With enough time, all answers will be revealed. Ask any chat in here; they will agree. I am, dude. I can't wait for bargain bin, anything, man. Or let's see if choppiness, even to the highs. Like I'm saying, you know, worst case scenario. Even if we don't buy anything at this trajectory, our portfolio should still go up. Again, we should still be climbing. Oh yeah, look, we hit a new level today. I've never been this high in my whole amount of time. 251. Again, I think the other one's at 29 now. Or no, it'll be like 28.7. Let's see. Schwab. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, even if I don't buy anything, we're already doing good. We have a lot of names that'll go. If not, now we're finally building our cash, bro. And now we got, and then every day, every month, by the end of summer, theoretically, we'll have maybe what, another 9 grand, 3 months between now and September. So this could go to 18,000 in cash, 1,800 on the small account. So just think about that. That means we could like move, bro. Yeah, another one, even on the small again. I can't log into Cult Sister on this computer, but I'm going to use this opportunity to rant, because I started this account with $500, and we added $200 to $300 a month to it for the last several years. And it's crazy what it's gotten to, but I have another account that I made for my sister. She started at all-time highs. She quit. She bought the worst price. She missed out on Meta, and she missed out on a lot of other plays that we got. And even that account has the same exact performance. And even that account, $200 a month, never raised deposit, still worked as well too. So I encourage you all, and this is going to be a nice summer of shopping. SMCI! Yeah, that one's going, bro. So again, we were calling all of these out, just part of the chip crypto theme this morning. God willing, it becomes the main account. It might. It really, the small account might be, because I'm not going to sell that if I buy a property. So if I end up turning the long term into a property, I'm going to do it on the big account, but the small account will be untouched. So once you hit break even on your option, it's always dollar for dollar in theory, but depending on the spread and other things, sometimes it's a little less, but theoretically, yes, it is. Hymns, I don't know where we finish. So if you're new, those are the questions you should avoid. My value isn't, I can't tell you where stocks will end, but I can get you the fastest news in the world. And I could interpret it and apply it to context that most people cannot, because I watch this 7 hours a day, every single fucking minute. Ask anybody for several years now. Actually, most of my life. So I could do work for you. That's where I can. But if you're looking for me to give you a play or tell you buy, sell, it's going to go up or down, I am useless. What's this? Xi. Trump said to speak to Xi on Friday. White House sources. See? That's coming out right now. That's an example of said fast news. But yeah, that's coming in now. See if we get a reaction. But we heard the Xinhua, the spy's moving a little bit. But yeah, it's confirming with it. And I am on a delay right now, too, and I still beat everybody. What? That's crazy. But yeah, that's coming in confirmation. It's either going to pop and run or pop and die for the rest of the day. But either way, it's been one way, and then your post-year will close. But yeah, market's taking it. And then Nucor, again, another set of calls. That one's running. There's this SPY now. Not bad, bro. Hims buying Zava. I think Hims is a terrible company. I think Hims is a cabal of people who bought at $5 and they just pump it to idiots who want to buy it at 70. And then one day you'll see it. Just how Snapchat got to 90 and came back down to 9, I think Hims is going to do the exact same thing. One day. I don't know how long I'll be wrong for, but till then, I don't give a shit. So yeah. Toyota sales 10.9. Nice. So again, biggest volume of the day on we have confirmation White House, well, it says sources, but Friday cart price target rate, a lot of price target raises right there. BE, no, but a lot of energy. I like Nucor. Ignos posted several volume triggers on that. Let me double check one more, but I like that. I haven't made a play, but keep eyes on that. It meets all the themes. Yeah, it had huge volume yesterday. I think that's why you're getting all those calls. They had great earnings and great volume yesterday. It's already double volume right now, even though it's down, and then it's projected to have the second biggest volume of the last 2 weeks. Don't want to say, bro, how much I appreciate you. God willing, knowledge helps everyone like it's helped me, baby. My goal is to hand you keys to the crib, bro. I think it is going to happen. I think Tiga might buy me a crib, bro. Like, low key, bro. You've been killing it since day one, bro. My fellow Middle Eastern brother, bro. The Trap House. Way to bring it to life. Or not. Oh, yeah. Truest Nike has rolled out price hikes between 110 and 150. That's so stupid. Why? They were like, yo, we need to sell cheaper shit, so we're raising prices. MOS, that's related to Nucor, kind of, I think. It's loosely. Again, this is the volume right here. This is all on the headline. Again, White House officials. Trump said to speak to Xi on Friday. And then again, we heard Xinhua. They confirmed. We didn't know if it was leading or lagging, but similar comments there. Haven't heard from EU, UK, or the other deals. And then Scheidbaugh said there is going to be some meeting with an American counterpart on June 10th or 11th, I believe. So yeah, those are all your quick headlines for the day. But it's been a one-way, and it's not Mag 7. It's just NVIDIA, chips, Bitcoin, and then the other 493, bro. It's nuts. Yalla. That's it, man. Long term. All right, well, you're getting in a red. Like I said, sometimes when those headlines come in, they either really pop or, like, they kind of give you a little bit of everybody positions, and then it stops for a little bit, and then you react again. WST, Core Weave. More like Cry Weave. Every time I sell it, I get mad because I'm like, it made more money, but it made a fuck ton of money already. Why am I? How did I hate this game? Where's my long term at? The Caitlin Clark shoe? Oh, what? Are you gonna get the Caitlin ones? No way. Bro, what if she become like Jordan though? Like the Clark brand. Oh, that'd be insane. Chemical, maybe, but I kind of view it as energy. But yeah, I saw Holo. I didn't click on it, but I just went through the high ticker. Oh shit, yeah. This one, I still have scammy shares. I got scammed on it. That one always scams, so just be careful. Labu, biotechs again. Hot dog. Yeah. Damn, they killed it yesterday and today. But SPY's coming down. You are below the White House sources. South Korea and halted? Yeah, microcloud halted. XBI popping now. All the biotechs, they just got another wave. Oh, Holo announces they've purchased 200 million in Bitcoin? Oh no. All right. Well, Holo is now a Bitcoin stock. Would you look at that? Yeah, so they said they have already purchased it. All right, well, watch out. Again, last time, any of these have ran, sadly. But like I said, this one always scams. They always dump their shares, split it, all of that. But yeah, that's confirmed. Shenzhen, China. Company, how did they buy it if they're Chinese? It makes no sense. What do you mean? Where'd you guys buy it? You're a fucking Chinese ADR. Who bought Bitcoin? How? Where do you hold it? Huh? But yeah, they're saying a technology announced they purchased up to 200 million as of June 3rd. What do you mean that they have up to? The cumulative investment income has reached 19 million. They hold 300 million in cash reserves. They plan to allocate these 300 million reserves towards derivative tech in developing, such as Bitcoin-related blockchain, quantum computing, quantum holography, and AI-powered AR. This marks their first further exploration and practice in the crypto sector and demonstrating determination. All right, well, now it's just a fucking Bitcoin stock. Yeah, Holo is the one. Well, we'll see. Anybody, that's like the trick, right? They all say they're buying crypto. They all ran. So let's see. Let's see if this one stops it. But for now. NVO. Yeah, bro. He's done this multiple times. And then remember, there's all of the volume yesterday. Update on Core Weave. Let's see. Remember, it wasn't supposed to be too high today. Okay, now it's actually doing way more, but it's still gonna be above average. It'll be higher than the last few days, but still lower than the first pops that got us a lot of the money. SMCI now, that one's really running again, even with NVIDIA. Keep in mind, all of those kind of moved in tandem. And look at the bonds. Yeah, you're about to break 85 again. Long end of the curve. So like I said, this was the low from the beginning of the year, and we broke it. Last week we went above it, but now you're coming right back down. I think it was at the same time. Wasn't it last time we were at the same high? Yeah, so last time you were at the high, the bonds were doing good. Then next few days, yields rocket through. You give up the high, yields bounce. We bounced. And then, yeah, again, every time we pop out, if the rates go up, everyone's going to freak out for a little bit. And then you do the rate scare again. Interesting. But yeah, that is happening right now in real time. Bonds at the low. Again, watch the yen, because that's kind of weird, because the yen should still have the bid. No, yen got flushed. But again, yen actually had demand. That was funny. HHH, Howard Hughes. HHH 67.8. Oh, it said 68, but then it came back down. It was a glitch. That could have been something, but nah. The yield curve is uninverted. It's uninverted since Powell cut rates, pretty much since the election. So yeah, that's why it's kind of been scary. Or it's, you know, head on a swivel because, yeah, we're not... Oh, shit. Yo, bro, Wells Fargo? Oh, that's just a widened spread. Okay, Howard Hughes, that pop is showing up now. HHH, kind of weird. SOC, big flush. First flush of the day. Yeah, what is this? Sable Offshore. Remember we played this the other day? Yeah, I think what was it? Did we play the downside to that one? SOC again to the downside. Cartier tells customers some data stolen in cyber attack. And then SPY working its way back up. Starbucks still going. Sweet green pop. Yeah, they're waking up. Jack in a Box. A lot of these food names are coming up. Let's see our boy. Yeah, pizza. Yeah, they're all climbing. Jack in a Box, Sweet Greens, everything related to food, food consumer, and then SOC on the low. That's literally down 5% in 3 minutes. We hit SOC the other day. I forgot why, but yeah, they're coming back down. So I don't know what the follow-up is, but yeah. Hyatt too, that's on the high, another travel name, even though travel's done bad. CE, you just got another pop there on the high ticker. Crowd on the high, Goldman, TKO, BK. Yeah, a lot of things are moving. And healthcare. See if Staples could come back up, and then nothing in Mag 7 world, bro. Dude, look, even Amazon's not even moving. CFR, they're the one who owns Richmond. Oh no, that's on the Swiss one. You could watch like Tapestry as a sympathy to that. Hyatt. How do you say it? Hyatt. JOLTS stands for Josh opening long terms. Yes, that's what it means. 100%. So we do that every day for the JOLTS. You should get a long term today. Literally, for the low price of paying yourself 10%. You don't even have to pay me. I technically don't get anything off of it. Most of the time, my biggest dilemma is trying to convince people to pay themselves. Isn't that wild? So it's not like, hey, here's my value proposition, pay me your money. It's no. Here's the value proposition. Pay yourself the money. Pay yourself. Give yourself 10%. It's hard to understand sometimes. Yo, Target now. Check Dollar General. All the values are going. That's been the theme in it. Now you're doing like round 3 of that. All right, a new high. Dell, Union Pacific. Dude, the high ticker is almost fully gassed. Everything but your other ones. Now Apple, though. I would say Apple is starting to play along out of any of them. So now this, I think it started, what, here? Like 11:02? So it's right around this. After you hit this high, Apple started playing alongside NVIDIA, but the other ones haven't moved. Yeah, I mean, even you, dude, Euro close didn't even feel normal. We just went up. It just didn't feel like anything changed. We've been going one way from the beginning. Just started a new coffee biz? Oh, man, I will pray, man. Good luck. Let's go, man. Work hard. They may be better than you, but can they work harder than you? Yeah, Pepsi has a lot of brands. All right, Apple is really launching right there. Again, that's going to pad the stats here. If you could get Google, Meta, Amazon going, even better. And then be mindful, too. It's not just if they go up. If those names go down, that's going to start adding pressure on the market. Make no mistake. And then there's Target, another value name. You've seen several of those today. No news on CoreWeave. No, I think after last week just had its first big sell, filled the gap, and then demand is still there. And then now all of the AI chip market is running it for now. I'm just saying, it's very odd comparatively to the last couple of days, weeks. Estee Lauder, bro, on fire. Dude, we saw that first call out at like 1%. Jeez. But yeah, it's been surprisingly pretty good today, with all things considered. But I'd argue we haven't heard as much. We've heard the same general ideas and quotes about when we're going to talk with China. But yeah, head on a swivel, man. I think it's we're not out of the clear just yet. Sweet Greens, Pepsi or Clorox? I would rather take Pepsi. I think Pepsi is an amazing business. Again, Clorox is good too, but you know, Clorox, it really was doing bad before the pandemic. And they have good brands too, but I'm telling you, like Doritos, bro. Doritos, Lay's, Pepsi. There's so many brands behind that. No news on Sweet Greens, no. It's just food, though. That's the thing. If you want something actionable, all of these value food plays are running. And then, yo, Pinduoduo Pop. Watch anything related to China. Yeah, Union Pacific. Yo, Pinduoduo stick. Tesla new car shows 20 to 30% registries in May. Pinduo, it's only 1.3, but that's good. Again, I wouldn't act until it goes like 2 and then see, or unless any of China plays move with it. Yeah, no one else moved, but if that continues, it's done that earlier. K-Web's kind of moving. Oh, Italy is down 20%. Yeah, that's not good. No. Yeah, so Tesla, that's bad news. If it's down -20, if it's up, that's good. PDD put writers, call buyers tied to the pop. Oh, okay. So yeah, nothing moving in China, but Pinduoduo options, heavy options activity. That's why I didn't make a move on it. I'll move if it goes 3, but I was like, that's curious. Then Target, another fucking $1, $2 since the last call out. Myrna now, City still going, and Target. SPY just near the high. Down 7, same period of 24. So it sounds like bad news for Tesla, but it didn't really react. I don't see a headline on quantum. No, I don't see none. Target still, again, today, I think now a couple of other industries playing along that weren't chips and crypto, but other than that, I don't think anything crazy. Okay, high ticker still moving. Yeah, TLT is ready to die. That's the thing that sucks about this. We're ready to break out and bonds are ready to go again, as expected. But it just highlights the, the nonsense we got to deal with. So you're not out of the clear, because right when one of them breaks, the other one's going to deal with the other one, right? Stocks are going to have to deal with bonds. Bonds are going to have to deal with equities. So we'll see. Yeah, Pepsi, it's been looking good. I'm waiting for like more drops, and then I keep like, oh, buy it now, but then I'm like, well, I don't need to buy it, so I'm just waiting and seeing. But it's been flirting with that 120, 130 level for a while now. Holo is unhalted now. It was halted that whole time? No. Why did that feel longer than 5 minutes? Yeah, bro, they halted this bitch for fucking 20, 30 minutes. That's kind of wild. I think it's halted again. I don't see it on the Y. Yeah, I think they halted it again. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's still trading. I was like, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, so they just bought 300 million in Bitcoin. It's one of those. That's why it had the pop and halt. Unhalted, opened up 30%. But again, they just bought 300 million in crypto, Bitcoin. Apple WWDC on Monday. I thought they just had it. All right, Bond, SPY, ASML on the high. Where's Broadcom? Pepsi coming down. Sweet Green still climbing. Pizza. Again, like Jack in the Box is up. It's like the smaller food companies. Yeah, even Kava's starting to climb up. I don't know what's going on with Qubits. Yeah, it's getting knifed right now. Out of nowhere. I could check, but I still don't see anything. Oh, wait. Was Sweet Greens at the consumer conference? Because I have a transcript that just came out. So Sweet Greens 15 minutes ago, I think they're either putting out the details or that's where it started to bounce. They have a conference. I would watch the long-term videos, but please read the rules. You're banned for flexing. Okay, don't flex. But if you move your trading money to the long term, I would start with names that you know and use and that you think will be around for 10 years. I have listed several names as of late, even several times today, and you could start with those. But follow the rules, because if you can't follow the rules in writing, some of the words I say might be hard to follow as well. Holo again. I'm surprised they didn't halt it yet. Yeah, I don't see anything on Qubits. Sorry. But yeah, that just started to get clapped. I forgot about the TD thing. I want to see. Oh, dude, they have another one tomorrow, too. So tomorrow morning, they're going to be at another one. It was only 20 minutes. This is it.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Andrew Charles. I'm TD Cowen's restaurant analyst. Appreciate everyone joining us today for the...
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. All these restaurant stocks, there's this one, then there's another event, but there's people going to this event talking about like the restaurant industry. That's what I'm saying. I noticed a lot of these like consumer growth restaurant names are going up right now, a decent amount.
Future of the Consumer Conference, our 9th annual. I'm joined today by Sweet Green's VP of IR, as well as Chief of Staff Rebecca Nunu, for For those not familiar in the room, we are in New York, so shame on you. But Sweetgreen is the largest fast casual salad concept, over 250 stores, and really appreciate Rebecca joining us today to dive a little bit more into the business. So Rebecca, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Maybe just to kick it off, a lot of exciting developments you guys have driven, so far in 2025. Maybe first we can start on the loyalty program though.
Yeah.
What has been the thesis behind the revamp and what you're looking to accomplish with that?
Absolutely. So we recently launched a loyalty program on April 2nd of this year. It is a spend $10, get 1 point, a very what I would call generic, easy to understand program in line with the industry. We think that it has broad appeal, and we're starting to see that in some of the early signs. So we've shared before about signing up about 20,000 customers a week, thanks in part to our team members in source. I really want to thank them for that push. Really excited, and just for context, the 20,000 is more than we had in SweetPass Plus, and we're starting to see some early signs of driving frequency.
That's great. The other thing that's been great is that the collaboration with Korean barbecue that began a few weeks ago. Can you talk more about that and what you've observed with customer behavior from that?
Absolutely. So Cote Steakhouse is the first Michelin-starred Korean steakhouse in the U.S. It's part of a history of collaborations with chefs that really uniquely only Sweetgreen can do. These chefs are friends of the brand and really want to work with Sweetgreen. We know that Korean flavors are really of the moment, and seeing really great customer reception, particularly as we comp over steak from last year.
Great. Full year guidance of flat same-store sales, it implies a large step up in the back half of the year relative to 1Q and, what you guys disclosed in April. So can you kind of walk us through the cadence of sales for the year and what's embedded in guidance to help bridge that gap around how you're going to accelerate for the back half?
Absolutely. But first, if I could just give some context to kind of H1, which had exogenous factors at the beginning of the year with weather, LA fires, and then in, Q2, we talked about having a loyalty headwind, and, some tough comps with steak. We very much see the back half of the year as having easier comps. We're really excited about our menu calendar innovation around seasonals, which have been huge drivers of frequency and transactions. And we see that the loyalty headwind that we disclosed kind of being in, the start of or throughout Q2 will become neutral to a positive tailwind in the second half of the year.
Okay. Let's talk more about the seasonal menus.
Really
I guess why remove them in 2024 and bring them back in 25? And curious about what gives you confidence this could be a material sales driver given the strong 2024 performance without them.
Absolutely. So we have a lot of data prior to 24 about the PMix of these bowls. So we know that they perform extremely well. We are relaunching two of our fan favorites that historically have over-indexed in seasonals. And 2024, we took a break really to focus on delivering steak and leaning more into hot, which have been incredible drivers in our newer markets, which have been comping double digits. So for us, 2024 was a year of broadening our menu,
that hot honey chicken
dinner percentage now sitting at 40%. And this year it's about continuing to be an and company, driving seasonals and continuing to deliver menu innovation.
Okay. You've called out weakness in some of the key major metro markets so far this year. What's driving that relative to your more suburban markets? And is there anything you can do to specifically target improvement in the urban markets?
Absolutely. I would say suburban markets are our newer markets, and so our 2024 menu has really been a driver of the strength there. Our legacy markets, the customer's been saying, we really want two things. One is seasonals, and the second is loyalty. We're starting, we launched loyalty in April. We're starting to see frequency pick up, and the second is seasonals, and they're launching middle of the summer.
Great. Okay, and then you mentioned before the prioritization of speed of service in 2025, and with the change in COO last month, is this progress on track, or does it require Jason to get up to speed?
Yeah. I have to say, Jason has hit the ground running. He joined at the beginning of May and comes with a playbook that he deployed both at Chipotle and at Pizza Hut, and we knew that coming in. I have been in market with him and personally witnessed on day one him coaching the teams around standards. It's not about best practice; it's about consistency and standards, and he's incredibly focused on ensuring speed of service on the back line. And really comes with a playbook. So
5 minutes in, I'll save this though. I want to hear it, but it sucks though because I like the company, but I'm just not gonna buy it here, unfortunately. But GG's if you did get it. I hope it does good, but I also hope I could get it way cheaper. Yeah, SOC, I put that up. I forgot we hit that the other day. I have no idea what it is. Anyone try? It took me a while. I've had it several times actually. They just don't have as many locations. They only have 200 all around the world. Tesla again. All right, so watch, see if Apple, because remember, and Apple too, but Tesla helped on the NVIDIA push, the first one, early in the day. NVIDIA's still up. Holo usually scams, but just be careful. But people like the Bitcoin ideas, and today has just been a crypto theme. Oh, William Woo, my man. Welcome, baby. 10 of them. No news on qubits, but it did dump. I have no idea why. And then Spy, bro. This is it. I think. Yeah, bro. 596. That's it. You guys realize this is the last high. Do you understand? So 5968, you hit 5967, you're at 66 right now. William, whoa. Let's go, baby. Thank you, my friend, and good morning. For the holo call out? Oh, nice. Well, yeah, man, you got it, baby. Did you get it before the halt? Either way, man, good work. All right, you're going up, guys. If we break, this will be a higher point, higher than any point from Liberation Day. Do you understand that? I don't know if y'all feel me on this. So, like, legitimately. Oh, it hasn't done it yet. 596861. You're at 5967. Okay, 596745. Yeah, equal weight's ripping. Equal weight's higher now. Bro, equal weight's almost 50% higher than the SPY right now in terms of percentage. So that means everybody else is getting a bid right now, but it's not there. 5968. 596812. You gotta get like 1 point above it, but it might. MRK. Oh yeah, that was in the morning. Moon Lake. I don't know the buyout price, but they said about 3 billion. 596812. Come on, Habibi. Yalla. Five, 9, 6, 8, 3, 2. Okay. Again, it could go to 7-2, and then I think it has to go to 5-9, like 90 to 99. That's still going to be another resistance point, but 598,671. Yep, it broke. That's your new high. There it is. 596879. Ta-da! So literally from April 2nd all the way down to today. So that's what I'm saying. You know, we hit that high. You would hit these highs and come down. You are now higher than you have been. That is crazy. All right. So get ready. Watch for baby level at 72. But I really think like high 80s, low 90s, that's where it should slow down if it doesn't pull back right away right now. Other than that, we'll see. And then if we get past that, dude, it's 6,000. And that's a game changer. There's going to be a lot of people positioning around 6,000. It'll be a big wall, which could either lead to a big resistance or a huge breakout. So get ready. Vic on the high. Again, high ticker is almost fully gassed. You might get Google and the Fun Bunch playing along. No, they're not. No way. Yeah, look at Amazon's pinned. Google's pinned. It's only Apple, Tesla, and Nvidia. But even Apple stopped moving. Holy shit. All right, Google or Meta's trying to come up a little bit, but you hit a new high. Welcome. 5969. You went about what? Quarter point higher? Holy. Dude. Cube blue hair saying it's Joe's. I thought it was Joe's market. I thought it was Joe's market, isn't it? Haha. Talking about this. I hate you. Why are you so? It's wrong, man. Yeah, TLT's just waiting. That's good though, because they're letting us climb a little bit, and then again, once this breaks, everyone's gonna freak out again. So again, I've been saying this now in advance, so don't act surprised when it happens. But yeah, so either way, market's moving. It's equal weight advancing right now. This is everybody. This is not just big tech. Big tech is waiting, and then rates are at the danger zone. But yeah, they're not moving yet, and the market is clearly ignoring it until it wants to. Watch, it's gonna go up, and everyone's gonna play the freak out again. Well, I still think, I said it earlier, you started moving from Trump, but theoretically, all day today, we've heard a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but do you understand there hasn't really been a real trade development? We are hearing China call on Friday, and we are going to hear some other stuff, but I think there's still trade news in store for today. We haven't really gotten it, and if we don't get it, it's still good vibes or good momentum enough to take it, but still. Well, let me use this moment to remind you all, the only thing that'll kill you is certainty. So be careful, and that's it. Just head on a swivel, and that's why, I mean, your long term could hit new highs. You don't have to force anything, and you'll be good. If Google breaks, that's going to add, that'll be one more name to add, and then the rally gets even bigger. I think if Mag 7 runs, then we could get that 20 points to test the 90s. Otherwise, you're 20 points away from the next level, 30 points from the real big breakout at 6,000. So let's see. Dropbox. Bro, even fucking Airbnb is going up, for crying out loud. Meanwhile, booking's the worst on the NASDAQ. It's only down by 0.38. Yeah, JP Morgan now, but then Google. There was Brazil today too. I don't think that's all of this though. No, because there's something, this is a broadening. Everybody's running except Mag 7, but I think we're expecting a flurry of trade deals, but I don't think we've gotten much. We do have a confirmation of China speaking with Trump on Friday. That came in earlier. I put out a stream alert, but that was about it. But I still think there might be more. Again, it's only Tuesday. The data was good for the economy. I think the data might have been it, but this is odd that we're only going straight up. Google Deeps may have used Google's Gemini to train its model, DeepSeek. Am I familiar with Kenview? I am. I don't like it though. I don't like playing Kenview because I own Kenview from the split with 3M or J&J, right? Or no, is that the other one? But they're weird. They get a lot of activity. It has a weird value. I see people burn money on this with options all day, but it doesn't really move. So I think it's a buyout candidate, but I wouldn't really get too lost in the sauce with it. It's an odd one, but eventually it might go. There is value that spin off the health factor of it all, but it's so weird, and it trades like a very it trades like a penny stock in a weird way. VRT again. Yo, VRT going vertical. 4.5, $113.20. It moved about 1.2 on that. And then Dash going up, but that's climbing now, almost 2%. VRT, that had a big move yesterday. I think big, was it down? Yeah, no, I'm just trying to break out. Veritiv. Future selling again. We did hit the new level. NTAP again. VRT still going now. Conoco. Okay, VRT is really climbing. Eyes on that. Closed on your new house, baby. Oh, congratulations, big dog. Amen. 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 All right. Yeah, VRT, bro. Whatever's going on there. He's a big Habibi. ACLS, okay, spot came down. I mean, not unless we get anything big. South Korea President candidate Lee will hold dialogue with North Korea. So yeah, we hit what? 5972. You went up 4 points higher. So 7.2 is always a level, kind of, but I think again, high 90s, or low 90s, high 80s. But yeah, you have been everything coming down from there, equal weight and normal, but still kind of phenomenal the way that you brought it out today. So weaving is weaving again. Okay. You mentioned to spread out large deposits over time. Is there a percentage you would use for each buy? I have no idea what the fuck you're saying. What do you mean? I say you save 10% of your income every month, and then every month you use that to buy. But I don't 10% minimum is the only percentage. I know if you ever come in contact with a big amount of money, wait for 30 days before you use it. Start with 10-20% of it down, and then add a set amount monthly and go from there. But other than that I don't use anything but 10%. I don't like to be boxed in. Dollar Tree. melt up makes you weary. This whole entire market for the last 6 months has made everybody weary. Because then right when you think it's hitting all-time highs, you get hit with media drama and trade drama. Right when everyone tells you it's going to never add to your 401k, it makes the biggest rally in history. And then now it's choppy. And then as you hit a new high, rates are about to explode. And it's done that 4 different times as we've hitting highs. So, yeah, I feel. And then meanwhile, SPY is barely green on the year after today. So everything is very weary, and that's why I was just even telling y'all, Wall Street, they're calling for breakout or breakdown. I think people are getting impatient. But yeah, there's a lot going on. This is not, and it's following 2 of the biggest years we've ever seen. So, head on a swivel and don't expect too much, and then call it a day. Dollar Tree again. My stock trades, I only provide long term. I mean, I do a lot of option gambling here and there, but I have stopped making that accessible because I've realized a lot of people don't even listen and watch my videos, and then they just gamble. So then my strategy is not as effective. But long term, I posted, go look at my Instagram. My last Instagram post was literally pizza at $31. It's on my Twitter too, every single long term. So we have built multiple long terms, the big one, the small one, the smallest one. All of that is posted on my Instagram, Twitter. If you go to this channel and go to the post tab, you'll see it all. So all of my long-term plays, even Meta at 90, that I will give to you for free. And I think it will help a lot of you out. But if you're looking for options gambles, you're going to have to lock in a little harder here. But I'm not giving out that stuff anymore. My Twitter is Real Cult News. Okay, Robinhood now. That Dollar Tree. Dude, Dollar Tree's actually making a ton, and then Citi all day today. So Dollar General's not moving, but Dollar Tree just woke up. Deck. Yeah. All again. China plays and then food. You could add that to the crypto chip theme, but it's not as strong as the other ones. Get half? Yeah. Well, that's why I've been encouraging people to lock in, because some of this stuff it's been here. And it's not complicated to find, but if you don't put it upon yourself to follow through, I can't really help. So literally, every time I add to the long term, at minimum, I post a stupid ass Instagram video. So, like I'm saying, pizza and NVO are both, those are my latest posts. I don't post anything else on there. Twitter, everyone's pinned. It's on this YouTube channel. So it's been like this for years. I encourage you guys to lock in quickly and know where it'll always be, and then that's it, and then just go back to it. I usually move once a month, but as of late, I mean, I've only been moving every 3 months, so let's see. Bath and Body Works looking at value? No, I disagree strongly. Ryan Cohen's a scammer, and like I've been telling everybody here, you guys are living in a world where the greatest names are at very low prices. I would not waste your time dabbling in bankrupt rum. Yo, you 2560 to 30 cents. It moved 1.5. Again, clear, secure. Yeah, Pinduoduo, there's just options activity. So I looked at Datadog earlier. No, clear, secure. It's what is it? TSA pre-check, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I don't know news, but those both did good. Ruckus on the high too. And Vitis, Robinhood, again, even Citi. Citi and Robinhood have been going side by side. Are we getting that song at that level? No, we are not. But you haven't been here in a while, so you may have missed out on other things too. So we turned core weave $40 into $4,000. But yeah, lock in, dude. Lock in. You guys are asking stuff from months ago. that we've talked about. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's up? Why y'all being so shy? Come on, lock in. What do y'all do every day? I'm confused. It's a lot of hours in the day. Capital One, another financial, damn it. You're here? I disagree strongly. That's fair. You're behind, dog. Prove me wrong with what you ask, but for now, that question is months behind. Months. Months. BC. All right, man. You're getting round fucking 10. Again, equal weight. That's what I'm saying. I'm noticing a lot of different industries. And look at it. It's all. I have never seen the high ticker that equivalent. You see that just for a second. They all lined up exactly on the RPM gauge. True. TransUnion again, and now crowd as well. But a lot of things are still advancing. TLT, bonds are dying now. So this is interesting because bonds are breaking now below the level and you are rocketing up. French search engine Quant seeks interim action by French authority against Microsoft. Reuters. That's coming out now. Something about the French going against Microsoft. Meanwhile, you're ripping. Like I said, that was round 10 loading with like 20 other industries or names. Financial's kind of doing really good. But yeah, there it is. And now you have bonds dying while you are processing another high into this level. So market doesn't care until you give them quiet and everybody focuses on it. But yeah, bonds are dying right in front of you as you're climbing up. No one gives a shit. 59.74 again. I think low 80s might be some resistance, but the real one is the low 90s. That's what we're waiting for. And then, yeah, you see that Microsoft news? Microsoft didn't react. See if Google goes, but not bad, boys. PHVS. I think that's a vaccine stock. Or no, that's PCVX. I have no idea what this one is. KFY. Corn Ferry. What? Burlington now. So again, is food still climbing? A little bit. Now I'm getting other tech. Again, VST. Apple's going up now, so that'll pad stats alongside Tesla and NVIDIA. NVIDIA actually hasn't hit the high yet. NVIDIA led almost every other high. But yeah, now you got Apple playing along. I think Google, Microsoft is really good, but you already have 1% on the NASDAQ, SPY up 0.6, with the other one doing way better. Literally, equal weight is up by almost 1% right now. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, equal weight's up 3/4. That's everybody ripping. I'll get you a checkup here in a second. And then Dow is up by 0.5%, SPY up 0.6. There's Pinduoduo again. We haven't got the China news except for the confirmation of the talk, which is going to be on Friday. But again, we still have to hear more on that. I think we're going to hear more on trade, to be honest. So here it is. Yeah, it shifted heavy. Dow Jones, 21 green. Remember, there's only 8 names like a couple hours ago. So those 8 names all flipped. Now you have 21 green, 9 in the red. So Dow flip-flop, now it's green. NASDAQ 100, 72 in the green. It was 50-50. 40 names are green in the morning. AMD now. And then Shake Shack, that's another food play like we talked about. Consumer food. There's a lot of events going on with that. But yeah, SPY or NASDAQ 72 in the green, 28 in the red. And now it's up 1%. And then SPY 348 in the green, 154. It was at 177, then 277. So yeah, SPY all equal weight. This is the driver. This is SPY 493 with a hint of Apple and Nvidia. Crazy. Crazy, bro. Nice trend. This is a new high. This is a new high since the low of Liberation Day. Kind of crazy, you guys. Yeah, Boeing is getting active here. And Apple and Amdizzle. The weave is weaving. The Bitcoin, all of it. If big tech plays along, this gets nutty. But then again, there's still many dynamics. Because if big tech goes up, what happens to staples? I've been saying that every day. And then what happens to the equal weight that's already ran? Are they going to do it on their own? Can they go in tandem? Are they gonna, if Mag 7 goes up, do the other ones suffer? So there's many ways this could play out. But yeah, as long as you're aware that this isn't your biggest companies are not causing this rally today, I think that info will help you to understand how we are broadening out. But yeah, kind of wicked, man. 5975. All right, and it's still going up. It's early as fuck too, you guys. We're not even at Philo. It's 9:30. Oh, speaking of which, is it ready? Let me see. I think I have it set up already. If Meta makes the run, inshallah, Habibi. That'd be fitting. And then we start talking. Really good day. Yeah, Meta's starting to wake up now. Yes, sir. That could be your first one out of the box. It was Apple was the first one out of the box. And then Amazon was green and Google wanted to. But Amazon's going now too. All right, Big Tech is playing along a little bit. First sign of Big Tech. Only one there not playing is Google and Microsoft. Now Microsoft getting a candle. All righty. Pizza. No. Oh, you said domino. My bad. I thought we were having a moment. My bad. AMD on the high. Now NIV did too. All right. Well, long term. I don't know what you want me to say. But Chattadonia, we are going to be moving to Philo in 25 minutes. So, and we have not had any trade info today. So, although this feels nice and shit, this is different than yesterday. I think we are going to get trade stuff, and it may happen at any moment, or we may get nothing. But today is a little too easy with way too many potential headlines still swirling around. But other than that, Philo is going to be members because you could judge me and my decisions. But remember, this world and people thought it was okay to really go after Philo, and it's not. So unfortunately now that is a private event. So, and now you have to pay to listen to it. Is that Christian? No, I'm not a Christian. I believe in Jesus. Is this a church? No, it's Stock Market Live. That's how I've consistently provided you this info ahead of the whole world for this long. So we're here for a reason, but I want to take a little break and talk about what I want to talk about. So if you want to be there, you're going to need a membership. If not, I'm sure Bloomberg and all the other people with affiliate links will take care of you. So have a good time, but figure that out. You got 25 minutes, and I don't know if we're going to hear from Caroline or whoever, but there it is now. More Meta, Micron, and Pinduo. And now we just vibe. And then new high for the long term, I guess. Ukraine attack. I thought it would have had a bigger reaction. That was one of those things from yesterday where I thought we were, just things sounded gloomy and there was so much bad things happening, but then nothing happened. So yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I thought that it was going to be bad, and then they said that they still met up. So yeah, I have no idea yet. But even if something did happen, it's not like the Ukraine-Russia shit is new. We have pretty much encountered most outcomes except for peace. So that's all I'd really be caring about at this point. So, but I was surprised. I definitely was surprised by the reaction on Monday. This is a holy cult. Good vibes. Oh, amen. See, and the way you worded it, G, I appreciate it heavily, because I think you understand this is a damn cult. Okay, the people who don't understand that have a problem. They don't get it. And that's why they think, is this open for negotiation? It's not. Get a fucking long term. There's no negotiation here in a cult. It's a long term or bust. That's all. You know the truth. Stop playing. Dr. Carius, welcome, my friend. I hope you got a long term. If not, you could always start one. Domino sound? Domino. It doesn't hit the same. No. I'm never doing that again. I felt awkward. And might I remind you just again, I don't know who needs to hear this, but pizza. That is the slogan for Little Caesars, not for Papa John's. Okay? I don't know who needs to hear that. Maybe that'll calm the FOMO. But pizza. That is literally Papa John's. It's literally Little Caesar. It's literally not Papa John's. It's a different company. I know. Futu now. That's the I haven't seen any other China names except Pinduo. Yeah, bro. Baba's slowly going up. But yeah, you have Pinduo climbing now a lot since those put rights. Literally up almost $2. SPY coming down a little bit, and then like I said, Futu just started to run. Oh, we do need push-ups, yes. We're 10 minutes behind there. So yeah, stand your ass up, baby. Move around. Woo! Pizza, pizza. Oh, yeah. I'm jumping around right now. Fake jump rope. It's good. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, that's their slogan. Yo, high ticker again. Look. So SPY, what's dragging that down? That has to be a big tech. Because, bro, high ticker's going insane right now, and SPY is a little bit off of the highs. So that's probably the Apple or the Meta. But then again, that Meta waking up is good, and Google now a little. I wonder what is slowing it down. Maybe Apple, that makes sense. Holo died. Of course it did. Of course it did. Little scammers. Feels like yesterday we were at 500. You don't remember I tried to buy that ETF account? Yeah. Yeah. CoreWeave is turning a little bit. Low ticker is very inactive. That's what I'm saying. And then even though the high ticker goes crazy, though, it's not really moving the market. Again, the equal weight is having a great impact today, but it's still not as big as the other ones. So very cool to see. Want on the high. Wow, that's prophetic. Vuda. Oh, welcome. And we got William Wu. And Tesla again. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, if you don't want to listen to some Jesus stuff, I wouldn't buy it. But, you know, maybe you got an open mind. And even if it's not the Jesus stuff, if you like positive stuff, I think you might like it. But I appreciate you, man. And get a long-term. Trump to launch branded crypto wallet and trading application to purchase his meme coin and other assets. So yeah, bro, DJT, but is that bearish for Robinhood? So now Robinhood is gonna have to compete with the president? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but even Coinbase. But DJT, watch out. We have those old plays. Remember, I finally hit one, so I still have those. So we'll see what happens there. That's crazy. That's a big pop already. 4% on DJT. But you should know the vibe with those plays. Again, just every time. They're very, very difficult to hit. Platin Toast. Welcome, my friend. Catalyst for the market or DJT? I don't know. Well, DJT, they're saying its sources. It's not confirmed, but they're saying that he might make a crypto trading wallet and trading app to trade crypto. So we'll see. Oh, Pepsi on the high. Where is Staples? VLTO? Volto? It sounds familiar, but I can't tell you anything off top. I don't know. Yeah, none of those other brokers moved them. Who was it? XLP. That's what I wanted. Yeah, Staples are still down. I had no Dollar Tree. I flipped Dollar General for like 100-something%. I made it free at 50, then it went 150. Yeah, NVO. Is Eli still up? Yeah, these two guys aren't doing as good. Again, they're kind of inversing the market. And then meanwhile, healthcare is not. It started off great this morning, but then nah. They were going to partner with Bakkt, and then they backed out. Backed out. Get it? No? Okay. But yeah. I haven't followed it since then. IVDA, IVDA, and then IVDA still up. Tree on the high. DJT news not confirmed. Yeah, it's a rumor. And it doesn't even matter what. It just never follows through. Trump to launch rebounded. Says X. The source is on Twitter. What? Oh yeah, hold on. That's full rumor then. Because the wires are picking it up, but they don't know the real source. Yeah, the source is a Twitter post. So yeah, very odd. Watch out for that. There could be stuff developing, or again, it's gonna lag or lead. South Korea Kim concedes defeat. All right, SPY still up. Micron doing its 530th high of the day. So there you go. Polyalti still. A-Lab on the low. First set of lows of the day. Yeah, they're still green. A couple names are selling. Again, the low ticker was not active, but now it is. Robinhood and Coin dusting off that DJT news. Again, that one's not even confirmed. Alrighty. We got 15 minutes. I need to go pee again, and I need a carbo. So I was going to wait till Philo. I might just run it now as we just melt up. Today is just look at your long-term day. I mean, we did get a couple good plays, so we closed out the core weave. Got some Dollar General. And then a new high. New all-time high for the long term. All right, Burb. If I have a commercial. But in the meantime, follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity. Real Cult News on Twitter. There it is. Commercial.
That feels like a lifetime away.
There is a lot of hope and optimism that nuclear energy is the solution for the absolute insane demand that's coming from AI through data centers. But the reality is the infrastructure is old.
Though.
It needs updating. So that
I'm leaving to the bathroom. I see Chipotle. Biggest volume
is
about 30-cent pop. It's about 0.5%. Not big enough yet, but again, add that to the list of food names.
They've also indicated they'll build new facilities, something that doesn't happen often here in America. And the 20-year timeline, you either look at it one of two ways. That's why I brought up capital expenditures. It is a 20-year commitment. It's all the things that Wall Street looks for during earnings. How committed are tech companies to invested in the infrastructure they need for AI? On the other hand, it's a hedge because energy markets are fluid. As you know, you need to know you can have a reliable source of energy at a pretty consistent price, noting that your other sources, wind, solar, fossil fuel-based energy, fluctuates. And so that accounts for that sort of long period of time.
Talk to us a little bit, too, more specifically about Constellation itself. Yeah. Obviously, the Microsoft deal put it on the map, really socialized it to investors beyond just the niche that this company is. And now you have Meta also as well coming to the company, certainly making waves.
Yeah, so it's got an interesting history. Its origins are kind of in the late 90s. It's been through some M&A, which has helped it scale. It doesn't just do nuclear. It offers a supply from basically sources, nuclear, renewable, and other. What I find really interesting about Constellation is the stats. As you know, I'm just looking at my phone because I got it written down. So they offer about 32,000 megawatts of capacity annually. So this Meta deal, 1,121 megawatts of capacity from a single site, is an interesting proportion, right? It shows you how important one customer is. But Constellation is serving basically 3/4 of the Fortune 100 list. You know, big companies do business with them. So why I'm a little bit surprised that the stock rally lost steam, particularly because of the sort of hyperbolic move that we saw during the Microsoft deal, reminding the audience that this Meta deal is actually bigger than the Microsoft deal. This is a company that's doing interesting things.
Yeah, well, you take a look at shares today, absolutely soaring when it comes to, well, actually, we've taken back a lot of it, which is interesting, too.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
now up 0.8%. We were looking at double-digit percent gains earlier, so interesting market reaction there. Ed, before I let you go, you have an exciting couple of days coming up at the Bloomberg Tech Summit. What should we be expecting from you and Caroline Hyde?
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Google's Sundar Pichai, Meta's CTO Andrew Bosworth, key names from across robotics, which is like a really key end market and industry that's kind of now accelerating out of the work on AI and software. Some really interesting names. Anduril's chairman's coming. There's a huge emphasis on defense technology right now in our world, and they will all be in one place here in San Francisco. I would say that AI is the common denominator that links hardware and software companies, but there are going to be like lots of idiosyncratic parts of the conversation because some of these companies are facing competitive pressures from peers. Some of them have a lot of unanswered questions on how it's going. Do they need to raise money? This is what we live for here at Bloomberg Technology.
This is what we live for. Really looking forward to that coverage. Our thanks to Bloomberg's Ed Ludlow. And you can find out more about that Bloomberg Tech Summit live in San Francisco by following the QR code on your screen. Meanwhile, coming up on this program, Dollar General reports earnings today that beat estimates. This is before the earnings of other peers such as Dollar Tree and Five Below. So we'll break down what to expect next.
Break it down.
This is Bloomberg.
Yeah, A-Lab is still going. The SPY's still up. Nothing has gotten rid of it today. Euro close, Josh going to the bathroom, data. It doesn't matter what happened. It's just one way or another. They gonna long time. Now they're buying. One day the rates will rise. Then they'll tell you that you should sell it. So yeah, just wait till the media tells you to freak out because of bonds. Until then, this is one way. And I thought it would be more Mag 7, but this is everybody now. And we were just talking about how Wall Street's starting to put money down, but damn. Yeah, dude, nothing, literally, headline or not, it's just been this fashion, and we've climbed through the new high, and now we're either going to make that test or not. 77's the high. Again, low 80s could act as a level. I really, truly believe low 90s. That's where we really put this to the test, and then that's it. So we will see. Gonna get you. Oh, yeah, Caroline Levitt, members of the media. All right, well, Caroline's going to come on. Like I was telling you, though, I do think today is going to have a little bit more live potential than yesterday. So, unfortunately, though, we will be on Philo. So, sorry about that, but don't, if you choose to get mad at me, that's your choice. I would have gotten mad at the people who ruined the other 5 years of what we did. But either way, I think we should move to Philo. I think it is time. So, yeah, you're going to hit a new high. If you want to be there, you're going to need a membership and you're going to need acceptance towards other topics not related to the market. So if not, you can listen to Caroline on the White House. So you don't got to worry about it. You'll be good. I'm going to get you one way or a long time. Oh, wait, did I get the link in or no? Just get it. Well, they don't have to. It's fine. I don't want you to if you don't want to be here. Again, I've never tried to force y'all to do anything, and quite frankly, like I've told you, man, the cult works better with people who make a choice that they want to be here. But the people who waste their time, I hope these type of events kind of force you to be somewhere you want to be, and be in a good environment. So, you don't have to buy it. It's not forced there. I wouldn't even trip on it. What's for you is for you. What's not is not. So there you go. But I love you all. And then also, too, I had to remind people, because before you get mad, too, about the membership, if you truly cannot afford it and want to listen, all the Philos are posted afterwards for free. And then number 2, if you get started in real estate and send me a deal, I will pay for your membership. I would like to influence you to spend your time making money. So that's what I'm saying here. And if you're like, man, I can't afford $5, $6, $7, $10, I would love to help you get a career that could make you never have to worry about that again. And it's going to start with a real estate deal. So go hunt. And if you're missing out Philo, instead of, getting mad and gambling money and looking, you know what I'm saying? Bro, go start calling people. Go knock at your neighbor's doors. You go get a deal, bro. I'll buy you a membership. I might even give you 10 grand, maybe more if it's a good deal. So I don't know what we talking about, baby. But that being said, welcome to all the new members. And Jake, oh my goodness. But we got to go head on over. So Caroline's going to be on. We'll see what other stuff happens. SPY still going. There's more confirmation headlines on the DJT thing. So that's at the high. And yeah, let's see where this takes us. But I love you. God bless you. DJT popping and peace.